Welcome to Riffrunners episode 2. We are going to ignore episode 1.5 or whatever we're going to call it for the time being. Whatever happened last time, there wasn't here for. I'm sorry there. Yes. Sorry there, but you are dead. Canonically, your character is dead. Not you personally.
Oh, we forgot to tell you?
Yeah,
shoot.
no.
So what you're saying is I can go back to taking a nap?
Yes. So, I know
Not until after this episode.
Yes. Then you can nap again. I sleep. I know last time I did the headlines, but canonically, this is before that happened, and also Data wasn't here, so I'm gonna do them all again. So it also is probably a good refresher for you guys' memory anyways, because some of them are somewhat important, little tidbits to go with, so... And I also have an extra little something to go along with them, which I will play after this. Just a little thing I did for funsies. So, going into the headlines here. So, Troll in the Dungeon. New manager of manufacturing in the desolate dungeon Soulforge speaks about his lineage as a troll Zolian and how it shapes his work ethic. His predecessor's major lapse in security opened up a new spot for Gnarl Marx's meteoric rise to leadership. Story continues on page 6. Inmates evacuated. Lamplighter Prisoner Rehabilitation Center number 4 recently had to evacuate and transfer some of its inmates to another facility due to an unexpected spill of ooze in the area. Chief Security Officer Benzo states that it was done for the safety of the inmates and that both he and the whole facility take great pride in the safety and the best treatment for its recovering citizens, and assures this publication the inmates will be taken care of. Read more about how our prison system is a great benefit to society and definitely not a modern for-prison slavery on page 12. You're in Lux. Zol Darling Family House Lux will be putting on the show of the decade later this week, and you won't want to miss it. In a rare showcase event, a concert will be performed as part of the ceremonial send-off of the musical score of Igris, now that their trade agreement has failed to meet the standards of House Lux. You will want to get your VIP tickets as soon as possible to join the auction, but for the dregs, bring a folding chair since seating will be limited. All right, so on top of that, I also did a thing that I may have minor regrets about, but also zero regrets about. Because what I did was I've been messing around with an AI music generator in order to learn a little bit about melody and rhythm and stuff like that. I'm trying to pair my lyrics into music and whatnot. It's a long story. Anyways, I decided for funsies to plug my headlines into the music generator and see what it would create without changing them almost at all. And so everybody make sure that on Roll20 you have turned up the jukebox because usually it's just for background music, so it's probably pretty low. So go ahead and raise that up to, I don't know, maybe maximum volume or something. I don't know. So we're gonna.
You gotta do it. It's in settings, not.
It's in your settings in the gear icon. You go into settings, gear icon, and you go down to the audio and video, and you do the master music level all the way to the right. Hopefully I don't blast your eardrums out. I don't think so though. It's properly leveled. I'm pretty sure. So, but we'll find out. So let me make sure that also I have my settings, my audio settings set up as well. Let me double check that. Doesn't pop up just yet. Okay, so here we go.
Troll in the dungeon. New manager of manufacturing. A desolate dungeon Soulforge speaks about his lineage as a troll Zolian and how it shapes his work ethic. That's right, a flux in work ethic. Ever heard of one, Steve? His predecessor's major lapse in security opened up a new spot for Gnarl Marx's meteoric rise to leadership. Story continues on page 6. That's right, get on over to page 6. Never heard of one, Steve? Never heard.
This is a musical combo of Fallout Boy and Hollywood Undead.
And Lin-Manuel Miranda. Yeah,
The leadership story continues on page 6. That's right, get on over to page 6.
Yep, okay, I can hear it.
Wow.
So that's a thing. I have one for all three, by the way. So I figured if nothing else, it'll help you remember some of the headlines for the future, possibly, because now it thinks in your head a little better. So
Remember, get over to page 6.
get over page 6,
yeah.
which is not that helpful.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Sir, if you want me to remember headlines, I'm gonna need you to mail me the newspaper.
okay, all right, old lady over here.
I fully expected a French accent there. So I'm
Oh,
like, Where
interesting.
is Lafayette in it? It was Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. All right, I have the
Like,
second one
oh.
now.
Somebody has put in not throwing away my shot. Where's Lafayette?
Yeah, you're right. That
Mhm.
is very much so on my shot. You're right.
Yeah.
And it's funny because what happened was I listened to like the first like rendition that they made, and then I was like, oh, I have some ideas for like a call and response thing. So I changed it later on. I added some back and forth and some like additional like cutaways and whatnot. And I was like, this is kind of like fun to like have him to like kind of like go back and forth on that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
And
It was
Lin-Manuel Miranda's whole thing is like he can't. Is the man a lyrical genius? Yes, quite possibly. But he can't sing, and he
Yeah.
knows it.
yeah.
Really? I
yeah.
like his voice. He has a fine voice. He's a theatrically trained actor. He can perform very well, but he is not a singer. That's not his.
He can do
strength.
like his hip hop rapping style basically, but he can't
But if
go
he had-
beyond that.
But if
Yeah.
he had to do classic
Yeah, it's with, yeah.
musical
If your
theater-
musical expectation of what someone sounds like versus like if I was just straight up listening to music. I mean,
Yeah.
he's so good though. Like he's like in
Yes.
Moana. I
He's
do think he sings really good.
is brilliant.
Yeah.
But he wrote Hamilton, and specifically his character Hamilton, with the understanding that if he had to actually go and sing Broadway show tunes, he was going to get booed off the stage.
Yeah, he can't like belt. He can't like do a
That
what's her face from Wicked.
Elphaba.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's what
which-
I'm good at.
Defying Gravity, also
Yes.
specifically written for the first actress who played Elphaba because
Mhm.
she has asthma, and the timing of it had to
Oh,
fit in
interesting.
with her
Very
ability
interesting.
to like hold those notes.
Oh.
Didn't know that.
Was the first actress not
Oh.
also
No, it was.
Idina Menzel?
Yes.
Idina Menzel, yeah.
I know. She had
They were
asthma.
the first. I don't
Yes,
know the
these were
history.
Yeah,
So
those
yeah.
were the
Yeah.
first two performers to play those characters.
All right. So I
I
have.
wish they were the ones who were playing the movie.
All right. I have a second and a third. So we're gonna suffer through them. I don't know.
So I'm actually opened up the Riffrunners recap so I can actually follow along.
Oh yeah. There you go. Oh, because it's a little hard. It's fast. So yeah, I know.
But you
It's
enjoy
bad.
it.
Yeah.
you
You're gonna
pick
sing
the-
along.
Oh, yeah, right.
Did you pick the
Oh,
genre
take a
when you
look
had
at it.
it spit it out?
I did eventually. Once I had it do a couple options, and it gave me a bunch of different things. This is only I seemed to work. Honestly, the rest of them didn't really work. So I kind
Oh,
of began to
sure.
fine tune it more. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
I also got a question for you,
Hold on.
Trevor. Are we?
Inmates evacuated.
Oh.
Lamplighter Prisoner Rehabilitation Center number 4 recently had to evacuate and transfer some of its inmates to another facility due to an unexpected spill of ooze in the area. We ain't making no Teen Turtle super soldiers up in here. Chief Security Officer Benzo states that it was done for the safety of the inmates and that both he and the whole facility takes great pride in the safety and best treatment for its recovering citizens and assures this publication the inmates will be taken care of. Nothing suspicious to see here, folks. Read more about how our prison system is a great benefit to society and definitely not modern for-profit slavery on page 12. Just past the giant ad for Voodoo Joe.
Ain't you burr, sir?
it brings me just great joy. All right, and then the third one.
You're in luck, Zol Darling Family House Lux will be putting on the show of the
Panic at the
decade
Disco.
later this
Yeah.
week, and you won't want to miss it. That's right. Tell me more about it, Antonio. In a rare showcase event, a concert will be performed.
Did you just pick a
as
Hamilton
part of the
program?
ceremonial send-off
Feels like
of
it.
the musical score of Igris now. That their trade agreement has failed to meet the standards of Lux. You have been weighed, measured, and found wanting. You will want to get your VIP tickets as soon as possible to join the auction. But for the dregs, bring a folding chair, since they ain't got infinite space, y'all. You're in loot. Do-do-do-do, bring a folding chair. You're in loot. Do-do-do-do, bring a folding chair.
So, anyways, right? It was like
was pretty
oddly
good,
good, and you're just like, huh, okay.
You know, it probably picks a more Broadway or musical style because it's working with words that are not arranged in choruses, verses,
Yeah,
and bridges, which is the
probably.
talk. So it probably
Oh.
goes with the talk singing more because it's easier to
yes.
put it that way.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most logical way to like put
It's
that
not a
kind of
poem.
information out there, basically. Yeah.
But
It doesn't
yeah,
rhyme or anything.
that was clearly Panic at the Disco does what have I
Hamilton?
what did I miss
Yeah.
from Hamilton? So
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and close this back off here real quick. I need
That's
to
good
actually...
though. I like that.
oh yeah,
It
it
was
was
fun,
super fun.
right?
Is that,
Yeah.
is that what you meant
Yeah.
when you were like, "Oh, I'm studying musical theory or something"?
I mean, I was
Or did he
doing
say
that
that?
first. I was doing that first, and then I decided that I couldn't figure it out. So instead, I decided to just
Oh.
shove things at the AI until it
Oh.
until it taught me like what worked and what didn't work.
You mean you couldn't take a crash course and learn in one day how to compose music?
go figure, right? It's
I
bizarre.
thought that's what he was doing, and I was like really jealous. I was like, "Damn,
It didn't work. So
I can't."
Dummy's guide. Take out the Dummy's guide to
Right.
composing your own music.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
So, so next, we have the recap of like the official recap of the session. Well, not official, which we're going to be doing, which is via Bungie. Bungie is going to be the resident writer of the group, and as he's working on his novel of adventures, and is going to be giving his perspective of what happened last time. So, make sure that all you characters inform Bungie of your escapades. Or it will not go in the
won't
one
make
Bungie
it.
log, probably.
Right. And remember, this is all from Bungie's perspective, so
Yes.
it may not be completely true. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
Bungie's log entry number 1. Finally, after 207 days of prison, something exciting has happened. A tall, smiley man with a mechanical arm came to my cell and offered me the chance to go on an adventure with him. Finally, some content for my novel. Kel, the smiley man, brought along a young purple-skinned woman and a cheerful turquoise creature who loves scarves for some reason. Turns out they're sisters. The purple-skinned woman doesn't talk much, so I don't even know her name yet. Kel put us all in a crazy carriage driven by invisible spirit horses. That's when I got to talk to the cheerful turquoise creature. Her name is Ferris, and I learned all about her shard and her holidays. She sure likes to talk. Then Kel took us to this tall mansion to collect some artwork he needed. When we arrived, a blue water man came crashing out of a second-story window.
Splash.
He looked like he needed help, so I bounced him back up to where he came from. Then he immediately embraced a glamorous white-haired woman who was waiting for him there. Then things got really crazy. The purple-skinned woman set a hedge mage on fire. Ferris used a bumblebee karami and to decorate the estate. A ghost popped out of a painting, and oh, I'm on fire. And
That's right.
I'm not sure why, but Blue Water Man seems oblivious to all this craziness. At this point, I'm still hoping we can get those paintings for Kel and not end up in jail again. This is not going to be easy. That's it.
Fantastic.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, it was quite good.
It's actually kind of fun to write.
There you go. I'm glad it wasn't a chore, because you have to do a lot of these.
The hard part is to get the actual names of things and remembering what actually happened and did I forget something, which I'm sure I forgot stuff, but
It happens. Yeah, it's okay.
Trevor wanted it to be one paragraph and it turned into 5.
I mean, I do the same thing, so I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, My next thing also was supposed to be like a couple sentences, and it's like a page and a half. So, anyways,
Yeah, but I mean, auditorily, you could say it's 5 paragraph, but it only felt like one when you listen.
yeah, it doesn't feel
Yeah.
long. Yeah, it
No.
doesn't feel too
Good.
long. Yeah, that felt correct. Especially for like the first session that introduces all the characters. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So you caught that I don't know your name yet, Thea. I don't know
Ah.
your character's name yet. Because we
not-
didn't talk at all on the carriage ride or whatever that thing was called.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
Right? Because somebody else was doing all the talking.
Somebody made the mistake of asking Ferris what a parade was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Really, you should have thrown her out of the carriage. Let's be honest. Like,
So that
Culture shock.
each sessions, I'm gonna try and do some of these intro things to kind of like set the stage for some stuff and give the recaps and all that stuff. So I do like the headlines, we do the recap. I'm also gonna be doing one, sometimes more little vignette things, which are more narrative rather than headlines, that are about other characters that are adjacent to you guys, basically, that are either affected by you or currently in your vicinity, or people you maybe talked to previously or something. What's going on with them, basically, right? So I just have one for today. So Seamus Brugburn adjusted the collar of his beige worker's shirt in the mirror and frowned to himself at the poor fit. Not that he was unique in that regard. He was actually fairly certain the work clothes given were intended to fit poorly, but it still bothered him from time to time. He had a manual labor job, and on top of that, was in the pits regularly, so he was pretty proud of his physical form, especially for being late into his 40s. But of course, the work clothes hid any possible hint of a dreg like him having any power. He sighed and glanced over at the leaflet stuck to the corner of the mirror that was labeled Dregs United Meeting. His cousin had given it to him, and he had promised not to accidentally lose this one, like the last 3 he had been given. Maybe this was the time he went to a meeting to hear his cousin Bert stomp his feet and wave his fist in the air, or whatever it is they did at these meetings, to resist the oligarchy. Then again, maybe it wasn't. If he just kept his head down, in a couple years, he might move up to lead landscaper at work, and then who knows? He kissed his wife and kids goodbye and took the 2-hour tram ride to work uptown. He looked out the window and into the sky, and he saw the more wealthy getting to their dusters and zipping over to their workplaces right across the street practically. And he didn't even register anymore when a group of teenage enforcers, recruits, held up the tram and had everyone hand over their money. He just absent-mindedly handed off a small paper bag with the exact number of qubits he had calculated would be enough to make them not rough him up for more, but not too much that it would starve his family. He got off the tram and walked to the estate he worked at and scanned in and picked up his tools and got to work. He was always earlier than the rest of his crew, not because he loved work, mind you, but because he found it more peaceful to put on his ear protectors and quietly get started before the house dregs showed up. They were just such tremendous assholes and bootlickers on top of it. Yeah, he was never going to get that promotion. He just didn't do enough groveling and bootlicking. He worked his 12-hour shift, trimming the many, many hedges, and making sure to not get eaten by any of them. It had gotten dark, and he was humming along when all of a sudden, something big hit one of the shrubs he had just finished working on. It was one of the house creatures, and before he could move to do anything, it was grabbed and yanked further inside the hedge. He was then knocked off his ladder and fell to the ground, and his ear protectors got knocked off, and he could hear the noise and confusion now, and he got up and looked around. There was some sort of robbery going on, and the mistress of the house was yelling at the security officers. One of them knocked him back down as he rushed past to attack one of them, only to get violently thrown back across the walkway and back and over his head. Another one, Graham, grabbed him by the shirt and lifted him upright and shoved a stave into his hands. "Congratulations, Alan, you've been promoted. Now go knock that girl senseless or you're fired." Seamus, not Alan, looked down at the weapon in his hand and then over at the group of clearly very experienced fighters that were besting both ensouled and creature with ease. Graham ran up behind one of the intruders and made to take a swing at them, and then it just happened. Seamus just snapped. He didn't even remember crossing the distance. He was just there. "Exfluxin Seamus, Graham! We've worked together for 12 years. You know what? Flux you. Flux the Lorringtons. I hope they do get robbed." And with that, he clubs Graham on the back of the head with his stave, knocks him out cold, and turns to the woman in who's made of purple and who had punched someone so hard they flew across the steps. This may sound like a stupid question, but do you need any help? And we're back into combat, everybody. My music back on here for the thing. So yes, you have. Also, you need to lower down your audio again for the jukebox if you've not already done so. I'm at 16 or so here. There we go. Okay. Wonderful. All right, so we are at the top of the order, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the environment has already gone because that was the environmental effects. Let me go ahead and pull this away real quick. Just go bye-bye. There it goes. Okay, perfect. Sorry, just change my windows around real quick. Okay. So which means that we are on to Bungie. And remember, everybody, you can hop into the turn order whenever you so choose, as long as you don't take 2 turns in one round, basically. Whenever you want to go, and you could always team up with somebody else too, all good with me. Especially if you see like someone's about to get hurt by something, probably, if you're watching that turn order. So, Bungie, you are currently in the art gallery with Genevieve and Locke.
So, first of all, I thought that Locke was higher up in the order, but I was going to ask to go before him anyway, so...
Okay. I lost his placement, unfortunately, because I changed his token around, so I don't know. But I just put him between 2 enemies, because that's usually how it's ordered. But if Locke wants to go sooner, he can, so...
Okay. So, Bungie looks around and just like, I think I need to to get one of these art pieces out. So I'm just gonna grab one and run and jump down and try to get it back into the carriage. Is that what it's called?
The carriage, yes.
Yeah.
The carriage?
Into the carriage.
All right.
That's where what's his face is, right? That's where Kel is, right?
Kel is currently, yes.
Yeah.
Everybody else, other than the 2 of you, are down below. There's a lot of things down there right now going on. Yes. You have a snake dragon, a flying wildebeest, a bumblebee swarm, and the last private security officer. All of them alonesies there, and then the 3 of your companions. Yes. So go ahead and give me an overcome to see if you can manage to do so without getting caught in the fray, since you're moving around a lot of people who are currently fighting. And
I'm on fire still. So when do I subtract? Or when do I change my health? At the top of your
turn, so you do it right now.
Okay, because I was going to try to run through the water, but maybe it doesn't matter.
That's you can if you plan on trying to deal with it this turn, then you can deal with that first. So we can get to the end of the turn. I'm not picky, honestly. This isn't D&D.
It does make a difference for what die I roll, because if I lose health, I change status. So that's what it was.
Well, which do you want to do? Do you want to be in orange status, yellow status? Orange.
No, I don't, because we don't have any abilities yet. So.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if you're.
My dice goes down as my status.
Goes down. Okay.
Goes more red.
Okay. Yeah. Then you can try and do.
Okay,
this
so
first,
I guess I'll do my elasticity and so I'm trying to steal. So I guess as my underground agent, maybe.
Yeah, that tracks.
So, okay, so that's a 10, an 8, and a 10.
I need to pull up my document that has all the combat stuff on it.
Okay.
The encounter guide?
Yes, there it is. Got it.
Okay.
Okay, so mid die is 6.
Okay. Alrighty, so it's our pretty standard affair with a minor twist.
So I have a couple ideas of minor twists.
Okay.
I got a couple. I don't know which.
Sure.
So one is I get the painting wet.
That's what I was thinking too. That makes sense.
Another would be that I get noticed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to be sneaky or whatever. So whatever you want. But that was a couple ideas.
So here's what I'll say. I'll give you the option. So basically, you're gonna get knocked into the fountain, and you can have to make the decision of if you're going to throw the painting into the carriage, or you're gonna use it to cover yourself to be hidden and not be as noticeable. So are you going to be hidden, or are you going to save the painting?
I'm gonna save the painting.
Okay. So yeah, you toss it into the open door of the carriage safely. You do get wet, which is good because now you're no longer on fire. However, you do cause a bit of a ruckus and are now kind of the center of attention as they're all kind of stop fighting and kind of all like tend to look at you all of a sudden and kind of splash down in the middle of everybody.
Yeah.
And also clearly the robber of the group currently, at least, because you just threw a stolen painting into the carriage. So
That's true. This is true.
this is very true.
And I wasn't sure. Kel is in the carriage, or where is he?
He's on top of the carriage, but basically yes.
So he had something that helped him float along, or something like that, right?
Yes.
The painting?
Yes, he tapped him into the painting in order to make it float, and then he wrote the painting down, and then he removed it to make it drop into the carriage.
Okay, I was just wondering if I could somehow hitch a ride with him when he goes back.
His thing made it hover. It didn't make it fly. So he doesn't have a way up there without you, probably.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So that means we're moving on. Hold on. Go to here to the snake dragon. And the snake dragon is gonna go ahead and take a piece out of you, or try to. And I need to pull up counter. Oh no. I need to pull up enemies. Let me double check my enemies for. There they are. The Karami anima.
Okay, so am I out no longer on fire?
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'm gonna delete that then.
So it's going to. I think Dragon's going to go ahead and try and hinder you. So he's got a D6.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and roll that bad boy real quick. And D6 hinder boy got a 2, which is not great. I'm pretty sure that's just a 1. Yes, that's a 1. So you have a -1 hinder. So someone to note that on the board, please, for Bungie.
I just did that. I guess
Yeah.
I just need to write -1. I don't need to.
You can also get rid
hinder.
of your. Yep, there you go. Perfect. Yep.
Yep.
Yes, pluses and minuses are totally fine. You don't need more information than that, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, as this thing.
What does my hinder feel? What is my hinder?
Yes.
What does
it's
it
a
feel
snake
like?
dragon. It's going to go ahead and wrap itself around you, which is only moderately effective because you're so stretchy. Normally, for most people, right, like this would be more debilitating. But since your arms and legs kind of can go free, it's not as effective against you. But you're currently being wrapped around by the snake dragon as it tries to nom on your body, but it's not having much luck because you're not fleshy. You're
Okay.
not squishy. So yeah. And that's going to bring us to Ferris.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing, Ferris?
Oh, well, Ferris is just having such a delightful time decorating this hedge maze. You know, she needs to make it look very festive because, once again, all she really took in was, like, you guys have to make, like, a splash.
Well,
But
they're going to Bungie.
she thinks she may have got that kind. She's also, once again, she takes it so literal. But she also sees this last guard person over here,
Yes.
and another one has just run up and offered to help, which she's like, aren't you just the sweetest thing? I'd love to try to use my expert matchmaker ability to try to figure out exactly what this guard needs in order to join us as well.
Oh, okay. The non-friendly one. Gotcha.
The non-friendly one, the one
Okay.
that I think this nice gentleman just yelled at or something. There's a lot of moving colors around here. It's all very sparkly, you know.
All right. I'm going to name him. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give a flip. Someone give me a name for this guy.
For
I thought
who?
you already had a name.
Who?
Henswick.
Remican.
Remican? What did you say, Eric?
I said Henswick.
Henswick.
How about Hannikin to
Hannikin.
combine the two?
Yeah, okay, I like that.
When someone says
Okay.
give me a name, I just
Okay.
say a bunch of sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
fine.
I mean,
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all that DMing is, y'all. Just say a bunch of sounds. I don't know. All right. So yeah, this is gonna be Hennikin, and he's one of the house dregs. And yeah, okay. So he's currently going over to try and hit you, Ferris, and bludgeon you. And he's kind of just like, where's she going? Where's she going? What's happening here? What's with the ornaments? What's happening?
Yeah.
So,
And
go ahead.
I would just love to tap into my innate ability to be able to tell what it is people need
Okay.
and try to figure out what this person needs right now.
If you draw this in a scene, it's the eye contact, the sparkle, and then the matching sparkle, and then
Yeah.
just epiphany.
Okay.
And I phrase it as matchmaker, but really I'd be like, this could be like, this gentleman really just needs a cup of hot cocoa and a blankie. Like,
Okay. I'm gonna have you give me a roll for that. Give me an overcome for that.
Okay.
I,
okay,
I'm on the fence if I should make you roll for all these things all the time, but like, sure.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so, because of course I have done this.
I've played games before.
Uh,
It's fine. Yes, it's 3 dice. It's your power, your ability, and your status die. And you can mid die.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
It's all good.
So I'm going to. I don't. Ooh, this is gonna be bad because I don't think any of my powers really fit this, so I'm probably gonna have to do a D4.
Okay.
But that's okay. My expert matchmaker is a D8.
It's good.
So we're wheeling and dealing, and I made my choice, but yeah, I don't. I don't think any of my powers would really. This feels much more grounded in reality, and most of my powers are not.
Okay.
This feels grounded in reality for you?
You don't. Ferris is unique. All right.
Sarah goes, I wanted to have a difficult child this time.
Ooh. Oh, and I got an 8 on the 8. Oh, darn it. Oh well. Okay, it's a 3.
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can fail, or you can succeed with a major twist. You have the option.
Could I just interrupt and punch him in the face?
That the failure or the major twist? I don't know.
I mean,
The failure.
I
He just
think
like
I've actually.
stands in front.
Oh.
Is like, no.
If I choose to succeed, will this get rid of my -1?
Oh, you have -1. No, you
I
should.
have a -1, so it's actually like a 2.
Did you? It's 2 then. Okay, that
Yeah.
that should be used in
That-
this roll, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
Yes. And you
Yeah,
have to,
so-
to use it in this roll. So you have a 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Yes.
but that'll
That-
clear that at the very
Either way, it's
least.
cleared. Yeah. Either
Right.
way, it's
Okay.
cleared. Whether you fail
okay.
or you succeed with a major twist, it's cleared.
You know what? Screw it. Major twist. Let's get rid.
Yeah, let's do the
Whack.
twist.
Do the twist. All right. Cool. So, let me have a think here real quick. So I would
Your
say.
favorite scarf gets torn to pieces.
That's a minor twist.
Yeah, the major twist is much more severe, unfortunately, for you. So,
Yeah.
what this gentleman wants more than anything else is he wants a pet. And unfortunately, he's currently sitting next to one, and goes over and he gives the wildebeest some belly rubs and makes it his new bestie. So you know what he wants, but you can't help him.
Yeah. Ferris is genuinely pleased for that. Like nothing makes her happier than to see like a true moment of a true friendship, being born there. But she does turn to her sister like, okay, I definitely just made that worse. Good luck. Sorry.
And-
Oh.
And the wildebeest is gonna get a
It's so
plus
complicated
2,
here.
which then counteracts its -2. So it got
definitely.
boosted from that. So now it is
Yeah,
flatlined for stuff.
Definitely just made that worse. Sorry. Oh.
It happens, you know.
It's just like what happened last year at the Winter Wonderland parade. Those floats will never be the same.
Oh no! Oh no! So
They're there.
yeah.
No negative feelings.
No negative
It's
thoughts.
okay.
No negative
Yeah.
So, now, it's fittingly, it is now the flying wildebeest's turn, and it's gonna charge right at you, Ferris. Well, actually, you know what? No, because of how these guys' tactics work, it's gonna go right for Bungie because Bungie is hindered.
Oh no.
So it's gonna make an attack against you there, Bungie, and it's a D6 boy. So that is a 6 on the die, and let me pull up them real quick.
Right, so that's just minus.
And while a target is hindered, this is its special ability, Pounce. All targets hindered,
no.
attacks are boosted by +2, so it's an 8 on the die.
Oh dear.
So that is 8 damage to you.
Okay.
Big owie. So you're
It's
definitely
a big owie.
definitely into big
Dang.
yellow.
It has a
now.
D6 and it rolled a 6.
It rolled a 6 on the D6 and got a +2. So it got an
Yeah.
8. Yeah, that's rough. As this thing just rams you just super hard. The snake dragon lets go at the last minute in order to like have you get sent flying and crash almost like Daffy Duck style into like the back of the wall, and you go like through a wall and then you imprint in the wall.
Bungie, no.
Your arms and legs are kind of flopping in the air. Just
Boing.
woo!
I just and my springs are kind of unsprung now.
Yes.
They're
Ferris is already trying
Right
to figure
there.
out how she can fix this with yarn.
And also, I'm
Okay.
going to I'm bumping Genevieve before Locke. So Genevieve. So
Oh,
yes.
is it just? Oh, I was going to say who's left on the ground for the turn.
On your level, you mean?
Yeah.
That would be you and Cal, as well
Okay.
as the Bumblebee and Lamplighter. So, yeah. So almost everybody else is still on the ground. So, looking at the turn order, it'll be Genevieve, Locke, Security Officer, Bumblebee, you, Eloise, then Cal.
Okay.
So,
Bungie's on the ground too.
yes, in more ways than one. So, now, some of you may have noticed that while each of you came from a shard with unique physical characteristics of the inhabitants, I had not yet mentioned any for that of the Shard of Zol. And there's a reason for that. Their characteristics are threefold. The first is that when they die, their souls are bound to the Shard of Zol for a specific fixed term of 6,666 days. Exactly. No one knows why. The second is that they all have either pure white or pure black hair, and their eyes sport this kind of like irises that are like shapes of balls of little soulfire. The third is the most important, though, in this particular situation, which is that they have two forms and two faces. The mask they show the world, and the ones that are buried deep within, and usually only come out to play during moments of either intense emotional reactions or the use of awakened powers. This is one of those moments. Genevieve Lorrington is not a woman who likes to be played, and yet she found herself following the man she pushed out of a window just moments ago. This makes her exceptionally angry, as did the fact that the artwork that is being stolen is not being stolen by her. She breaks off from Locke, and her necklace flashes, and a wave of force pushes him back several feet as her eyes catch fire. Literally. I will not be made a fool of in my own house, and I will have that which is rightfully mine. You think me a simple woman that I'll fall for your false charms again? No. I will grind your bones into the dust, or whatever it is that you have, that thing you have, the goo. And her eyes are now replaced with purple fire. Black gem shards burst from her head, and the skin around the sides of her mouth burns away, revealing muscles and bones before being encased in white marble. Her colorful, big, poofy dress burns away, revealing a bustier of black bones paired with a metallic skirt and leggings that look like black dragon scales. She grabs her ring finger, which sports a ring with a giant black gemstone on it, and she twists the entire finger around with a sickening crunch, so the gemstone is in the palm of her hand, and it begins to emit a dark glow, and whispers fill the air. Oh, is it my turn now? She moves vampirically fast towards Locke and slams the open palm of her hand into his chest, and wisps of a white ethereal smoke get sucked into the gemstone, causing Locke's body to convulse. She then aims her hand at one of the statues of a large raven. Life. The white tendrils shoot out of the gem and into the statue. The stone on the outside of it cracks and falls away, and a raven Karami Insola bursts out, ready to serve its master, using a bit of Locke's captured soul as fuel. So, I'm adding a entity to the map, as well as the damage dealt from the attack, which she's a D8. So that'll be 6 points of damage to you, Locke, as well as a new challenger approaching.
Oh.
Sick.
All right. Fortunately for you, it's just a D4. You put my dice real quick and drop in a D4 for you guys. Oh, that's not right. D4. And that's the bird. I'm not going to name it right now. But that is the bird. So, we have an
Does
additional...
it go into the art gallery though?
Yes, sorry. Wrong place. Over here. And it goes on her turn. And it's going to go ahead and make a hinder against Locke, which is the 2. So Locke gets a -1, I believe. Let me double check that on the sheet. Yep. It is a -1. No big deal. Nothing major.
Well,
So
he's
I
at
have a
-3
4,
though.
right?
Yes,
-4
it
now.
accumulates your -4. Yes, so
Alright.
it is more of a
Oh
big
my
deal than I
goodness.
thought it was. Yes, he's taking all of the hinders in this game.
Man.
The Raven tried to bite his eyes out.
Yes, nevermore.
And somebody, I think Sarah needs to do this because I can't change the one art piece to 2 art pieces.
Yes.
Whoever added that, because I can't edit it.
I think it's Sarah.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
I can do it. I got
Oh,
it.
okay,
It's
there you go.
Ferris writing in her journal.
Okay, so
Sure,
that is
figure it out.
Genevieve's turn, and also her new little pet. And it is Locke's
Raven?
turn. Yes, Raven. It is
Um,
Locke's turn.
Okay, so what sort of art pieces are there?
What sort of, what style of art, or how many?
Well, more like, are there statues? Are there, like...
Yes. There are paintings on the wall, as well as there are pedestals between the paintings that each have like various sculptures and there's a couple of more antiquity style of art rather than full art. There's a couple of different items that are smaller and more three-dimensional if you're looking for something of that nature. There's also a couple pieces of jewelry as well.
Would it be possible to steal like 2 things, or would that not be possible? Or would I just need to succeed really high?
You can take a risky action.
That's true.
I believe that's how that works.
Which I don't remember the rule on right now. But
Well, I know that the penalty is
I
you
sh-
take an extra minor twist, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, I see it. It's in the encounter guide.
it?
In the encounter guide, it says that. I think. Let's see. What's the downside? Yes, it's a minor
you gotta
twist if
take
you
a
fail.
minor.
Yes. Oh, you
Yeah.
have
No,
to.
you take a minor
twist
twist
regardless.
just by taking a risky action.
Yes. So you can do it, and that would mean that since this is going to be an overcome anyways, that I would upgrade if you got a minor twist on your overcome, I'd upgrade it to a major twist. And if it was a major twist you got, I would make it really bad. So you can try and take 2.
And you get a -4 on your on your
Yeah, and
roll.
I have -4 on my roll,
Yep.
too, right?
That is correct.
I mean, I feel like anything I try to do is probably not going to work.
You can also move a target as a risky action. You don't want to do a risky action though, probably.
No. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this brings up a good question for what do you do when
You-
you have such a high hindrance that you think that anything you do is going to be a failure, right?
Attack doesn't bother. He could attack.
Yeah,
I guess you could have.
Because that's just a
um,
-4 to your attack value.
Is there a situation where a failure is a good thing?
Oh, it's interesting.
Usually
Yeah.
that would be
Um,
if you're trying to like move
Really
into
upwards.
yeah, like for instance, if
I just mean
pop this-
story-wise. Like, is it gonna make someone mad if you break a statue or rip a painting?
Well, what I originally
I
wanted
see.
to do was try to transmute one of the statues, like if there's an Adonis one, to make it Locke's face instead of
Oh.
like whosever face it is. But that's quite dumb, and
It'll
I
make it
also am
worthless,
already in
too.
the yellow stage, so it's not looking great.
I only
Um,
got 13 hit points
You
left, by the way.
also can
Yeah, we-
defend, by the way,
Yes,
which
that's
with a hindrance will make it a very minor defense, but it'll give you something for the next hit you take, potentially.
Potentially, it might be negative, so it won't matter.
No, I mean, yeah. You can't like get a negative.
Right? He's got to roll higher than a 4.
So you can
Yeah, I
defend.
have to roll
Yeah.
higher than a 4 to. Okay.
So
I guess I'll just try to attack her. She attacked me.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
you
that
also
wouldn't have
yeah,
the minus, or that would have
it
the
has the
minus?
minus, but there's no twists involved.
Oh,
So
okay.
There's also
alternatively,
You can
The,
make it look like you failed on purpose to mess with her.
There's also the thing she just summoned too.
there's also the Raven. You could try and punch that.
Yeah, I don't really care about that though.
Well, you don't know what it does.
Fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, I think the
Oh.
person who just turned into like a god, pretty much, and terrifying with bones and stuff, is maybe the more dangerous target.
Yes. She is more dangerous for sure.
I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. Okay.
Although the Raven does have a part of your soul, which is not fun. So you do want that back eventually,
I would-
probably.
Break
Oh,
some statues.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could take a risky action and try and bludgeon her with the Raven.
I'm not planning
Well,
something
do I-
that much different.
So do I use a power to do that, or what do I
It's an attack, basically, right?
do?
If you're gonna do that,
Yeah.
so you just use a power and ability, a power quality, and your zone.
Can I try to kill the Raven with kindness and use my charm ability?
Hmm.
Fair, fair
Florida
as
man
you can.
tells neighbors he's gonna kill them with kindness, and then pulls out a machete named Kindness.
Yes.
Yeah.
A
yeah,
real
that's about
headline.
right.
If you can explain to me what that looks like, then maybe.
He could use kindness
Um,
to make it a friend.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it has part of my soul,
Okay.
and because it is very vain. I'm gonna throw compliments at it and kindness,
Okay, so you're
hoping that it will get it on my side. Maybe.
yes. Okay, so that's what you need to overcome to convert it to your side, basically.
Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted, but sure, let's go for it.
Is what it is.
Alright. So I get that. I get a D8. And I get another D8. Okay. Weird. Yeah, that would make sense. Alright, cool. Okay, that's a 3, an 8, and a 6.
So a 6 minus 4 is a 2, which means that. Yeah. Okay. 2 is still a failure or success with a major twist. Do you want a major twist or a failure?
Major twist. Major twist.
Yeah, sure, let's go for major twist.
Okay, so that means that based on what you're trying to do, it has to become a friend of yours now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think.
It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Locke's
This is
best friend is himself, so
This is pretty
I feel like
challenging.
it makes sense.
Ooh,
ma-
I
major one's hard.
have a good idea.
Go for it.
You're
Yeah,
gonna hate me.
go for it.
Okay. You said this has a piece of Locke's soul.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe Locke's about to learn some hard truths about himself.
Ooh.
Damn. It's about to get real.
Mm. He's
Look,
gonna
I don't
lose
want
some
you
of
to
his.
lose hit points. Maybe some psychological damage
Oh,
instead.
actually, there is a rule that says that you can, or I've seen it happen where you can actually decrease one of his powers. So maybe he loses some confidence, so he loses some of that whatever that power is.
I
that
think
he...
the charm ability dies and go down and
Yeah.
down a tier. Yeah, I think that's gonna be that it follows with
Forever or just
Terra's-
this fight?
No, not forever, just the fight.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I was about to say, I'm just hoping he had to go to some therapy or something afterwards.
Yes.
God.
So
Okay, what's the hard truth
That's
that
true.
tells me?
That
Name
As the
one.
therapist, I will tell him to bury it.
Uh,
Oh.
I feel like I need to know your characters better. Unfortunately, I need to pull up your sheet. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up your character sheet right now. Your the one you sent me, and I'm gonna give you a hard truth about yourself. Hang on.
okay.
You don't.
There's a
wanna know.
lot.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot.
You go to your. Let's see.
He certainly thinks an awful lot of himself.
Yeah, being an
I was about to
extremely
say, like-
flawed person, he really
Okay.
does.
Oh, this is probably an obvious, but I'm gonna go with anyways.
Okay.
So,
What
you're an attention seeker because you're missing something from your life and you know it. Something
Wow.
deeper and more profound than you usually get in most of your relationships. And so you go out of your way to seek attention, both
Acceptance.
in when you talk to people, and when you present yourself, but also in terms of all of the high stakes things you do, all the dangerous stuff you do. It's to fill the void of the lack of a family and profound friends you have.
Well, he's gonna take out a bottle of alcohol in the middle of his fight and just sit down and start drinking.
He's like, well, shit.
He's just like, fuck this.
That is a full-on anime boss response.
Yeah.
Like particularly One Piece. Like any of the captains would just like they'd be like in the middle of a fight they would do that.
Yes. 100%. All right, well, congratulations. You burned your major hindrances you had. I think you accumulated possibly 3 in one round. So you got dumped on. You took a hit for the team, sir, so and got some trauma for it. But, you know, it's all about trauma
Yeah,
bonding.
I know.
I mean, a lot of
Well,
that
I'm
is
alone
also
up
his
here, so
own.
there's no bonding going on. What are you talking about?
The consequences of his actions. So.
Him and his soul.
Yes.
Oh, you should move the D4 next to Locke now.
Yes, because it's now your buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sits on your shoulder.
Oh no,
sort of.
it's gonna follow you around to tell you stuff you don't want to know about yourself.
Oh, no.
forever.
Yep.
But does it count as an art piece that's stolen? Huh.
Also,
It
it whispers
Interesting.
this information about yourself into your ear on your shoulder in a really creepy way.
Okay.
Oh, you know
Makes
what?
sense.
Well, I think he should be announcing it.
Oh, just super loud, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's insecure because
Insecurity problem.
Maybe he
Not
whispers
parrot, huh?
at first, but if Locke doesn't respond or something, then
Yeah.
he just gets louder.
On the
Oh.
plus side, this would now let Ferris know that Locke needs help, and that means she might finally be like driven to come up there and, you know, help.
Oh.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, I like the idea that he whispers. The thing whispers first, but then it yells it. Yeah, if there's no response.
Yeah.
Kind of like a parrot. Yeah, I like
Deal with
that
your
a lot.
trauma. Deal with your
great.
trauma.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
You need more emotional security in your life. Okay. All right. So that leads us to
Luck's
the
self-hatred meter grows slightly.
yeah. All right. So
Sorry,
the,
the best thing I could think of in that moment.
the last
Oh, that was
security-
great, though.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much for that. That's the last security officer down below is gonna go ahead and go, and he's gonna go ahead and take a hinder action against. I would say Eloise. Honestly, she looks the most dangerous, and is also the one that's not putting up ornaments.
Well, you know, that's good because she was planning on taking whatever came near her next and swinging it against to the other thing that's close to her.
Well, good for him, I guess. So he got a 1. So that's a -1 to you on your thing, which is not that big a deal. Just ask Locke. And we're moving on to the Bumblebee Swarm. And the Bumblebee Swarm is going to go ahead and make a pass at you as well, Aloise, because you are hindered, which makes you a prime target to target.
Oh yeah.
Can we defend out of our turn? Like if I'm
Yeah, I
already
think we
on,
can.
can I defend?
It counts as your reaction.
My reaction. Okay.
Yes.
Is that how that
So
works?
since
Can you remember?
so since I am right there with her, can I attempt to like throw a scarf over the bumblebee's form?
Let me double check
Ugh.
how defend works real quick.
Yeah.
I thought defend was an action. Yeah, it's supposed to be an
That's what I'm not-
action.
Well, hit the deck is what I'm looking at. So,
Yes, hit the deck, but you can only supposed to do that to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
you throw yourself into a defensive position. But
That may be it.
Yeah.
minor twist. May only defend yourself and not others.
Cause
That's
both-
true. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
But
'cause-
defend as a action, I believe, is a reaction.
No, it's
Or
an
is it not?
action.
Like
It's a thing you prep.
Well, because
See, normally, yes,
most-
you prep.
but here's the thing,
Normally, you
like,
have
most-
reactions as abilities.
most
to take care
most
of
of
that.
my yeah, like everything that I have that's like defend other people's has an R next to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
your abilities,
Yeah, but we
I
don't
see.
have
Yeah,
those.
No,
which I
but-
don't
but-
have yet.
I
but-
understand, but
Yeah.
you want to say that as you want to be able to use the defend as a reaction as part of your character, which I will give you
Yeah.
because that makes sense. Since your character has
Okay.
abilities that do that, that makes sense to be able to use it as a reaction. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay. Because
Okay.
yeah, when she sees the second thing going for her sister and knowing that she did just make things worse, Ferris would just love to try to like just whenever this thing has like a head, just like throw a scarf over its
Okay.
eyes, kind of thing.
Perfect. Okay, so go ahead and give me. That's a triple dice roll, I believe, still. And
You
take the
like
mid-
lasso a bunch of them or something at one point. The bees.
I did. That's how I got
Okay.
down here.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so she's doing it again, trying to like
Cool.
capture and pull back some of them,
Yeah.
so it's less of them hitting her
I
at
b-
once.
So I am gonna say I have like that flash of a moment where I see it hit my sister, and I'm gonna use my precognition.
Sure.
And we're gonna do creativity.
I feel like I
for-
should crochet a bumblebee and mail it to Sarah
Terra would love
with a
that.
lasso on it
Mm,
and a tiny like.
Tiny cowboy hat.
Okay. So my middle one
reins.
this time is.
I forgot what bug
a-
she is.
I'm a
praying mantis.
Yeah,
I
the
think
praying
it's a
mantis. I was
praying
like
mantis.
crochet it, or I guess I could make a wire one to stick on
Oh,
top.
I have to show you something. Yeah, a 5. I got a 5.
You're a 5. Okay. So you're gonna reduce the damage by 5, which is very good. Well, I guess reduce the hinder by 5. Oh no, damage. Sorry, damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, damage.
No.
This is the damage roll.
reduce damage.
Yes, the damage roll by 5. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my d6, which is a 1. But it had it had a bonus because she's hindered, which was a +2.
Oh,
so it would have
yeah.
been a 3. So it's reduced to 0. So you lasso successfully, and you hold back these things. They kind of drag you by your feet a little bit as you kind of like skip, like you guys skip along the.
No, I have a vision. I have a vision.
Get back on there.
Eloise wants to like reach
Uh.
over and like take the scarf, so then she can now use this as a battering
like-
ram against
okay.
other people. Yes,
Okay.
like
Also,
a mallet.
Also, the bumblebee swarm kind of just gets up close to you, Eloise, and goes, bonk. It's just like in the back of your head, and you're like, what? Like, it just lightly taps you instead of like running directly in like front lawn. Like, it just kind of bonk. And it is your turn, by the way.
Thrilled that her sister sees the vision, she will absolutely hand over the scarf.
All right, Eloise, what are you doing?
Right. I'm gonna go hit people with a bumblebee hammer.
Good choice. Who?
Who needs to be hit?
Pretty much all of them.
A snake.
Yeah, we have 3 d6s out there.
Yeah.
Oh. So is the snake still
Yeah, it's the snake still around him since he got thrown into the wall.
Oh, no, it's not. It only hindered for 1 turn, so.
No, I haven't rolled yet.
He
Oh, so I
hasn't
guess
gone
it
yet.
you're right. It is around him still. You're correct. Yeah. And it has to
But
remain there?
I'm planning on probably attacking him.
Hmm.
The snake dragon probably
If you
because
get
he's
rid of
around me.
the, if you could get rid of this lamplighter, I believe that's what these gentlemen are.
The
Yeah,
private
because they catch
security.
people on
Floors.
fire, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if you could get rid of this pesky little lamplighter guy,
Who's the lamplighter on the map?
The private
The
security.
D4.
The blue.
Yes,
the blue.
Sorry,
D4.
who?
The private security officer, the D4, that's blue.
It says
Okay, that is the
LL
lamplighter.
Prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Lamplighter
wasn't
Private
sure.
Security is LL. Yeah. It's a long
All right,
LL,
I
yeah.
will hit him with the bees.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a damage
So
roll. That's a power, an ability, or a power, quality, and a zone.
we'll go strength and I would consider this close combat, or do you want me to do imposing?
Either one's fine because this is scary as hell. Whatever one's higher, I think. Depending on if you're trying to be
Cool.
intimidating or just bludgeoning.
Right.
She's so done already. She's like, so while all this is happening, she's just like, I hate this. What is this? What is this? Don't let it out. Don't let it out. Stop gripping your teeth.
Speak with your
She's
fists.
just like sitting there. I have to remember what dice are what.
Yeah. I have mine on a line, so I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I
too.
did, but my cat
Yeah.
knocked them over, so
Oh.
What cat
she
roll
was
for you?
running around earlier. She's so helpful. Okay,
Right on,
that's a
keep
6.
cat behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 20.
Yeah, not a D20.
8 is the one.
The 8s
yeah,
and the 10s
1
look
8.
similar.
I
have to
know.
look. Yeah, the 10s are weird shaped because if you look at them, their sides don't line up, whereas the 8, the sides line up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
Okay. I've got 2 D10s and a D8.
Nice.
Hey, I tried.
So I can get to that button.
Okay. A 7, a 6, and a 3.
That means that the 6 is the mid. So that is your damage. He has a D4. What?
-1.
Minus 1 to the 5.
I guess.
Yep, very good, thank
Yeah.
you. So that's a 5 still, which is still higher than a D4 that he can roll. He has no
Yep.
boost currently. So that means that you swing this thing around your head several times, and then you kind of just launch it at him, and it knocks him all the way back as the bees just swarm him and just start stinging. He's like, ow, 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 ow. And as he like sails across the courtyard there and into one of the pillars that is by the fountain. There's a couple pillars in that area there. And he crashes into it, and one of the decorative vases that's suspended on top of the pillar kind of flops around and crashes on his head and knocks him out.
I hope that's not one of the art pieces we needed to steal.
No, not thankfully.
We only needed like 5, right?
6.
And there's like, 6?
Well, he said there
Was it
were
6?
6. We don't actually have to get all 6, but
No, it was an optional goal,
Yes,
Yeah.
optional.
which means, of course, that we have to succeed completely.
100%.
yeah, right.
That's how it goes. Okay, so he doesn't get a turn,
Optimizers.
which is fantastic for you guys.
Oh yeah,
So
there you
very
go.
good turn. So now it's going to be Kel's turn, which means I have to pull up Kel's sheet. I forgot to do that earlier.
Was our is our little helpful buddy who came over
yes.
volunteering to help us still here as well?
Yeah.
Yes, that's on her turn. Thank you. Seamus goes on her turn because she came over to he came over to her in order to. So that question is now posed to you. By the way,
Yeah.
chronologically now he comes up
So
to you
when
and
you
asks
said
you.
that, I was really confused at what point in the story that happened.
Yeah, it took me a while to make sure that I knew what was going on.
Well,
Yeah, because I was like, I don't remember a Seamus on the map.
Exactly. Well, the lead in here is he turns to the woman who punched someone so hard they flew across the steps and asks a question, which you just did. So,
Yep.
And which is where he says, "This might look like a stupid question, but do you need any help?"
Yes. She turns to Ferris and is like, can you tell him what we're doing?
Yes, of course I can. I'd be delighted.
No,
Hello,
no.
Any
young
interaction with people. She's like, you know what? I now have a shield.
man." And Ferris walks over. She's like, "So here's what the vision is.
Oh no.
So you're gonna
Golden
put him to
bushes.
work.
We need to get the gold. We need to put these gold things into the bushes. It's gonna look gorgeous."
Oh, I thought to. Oh, I meant like with help with the robbery thing. I mean, I can decorate if you want. I guess I suppose. I'm multi-talented, honestly. But like, I thought you wanted. Okay, all right. Whatever you want.
Actually, you know what? My friend up there, I think he actually could use a little bit of help. Maybe you could go see what he needs. I'll take care of the hedges. I've got that.
You know what? Stealing some shit sounds really good right about now.
Thank you.
And he tries to figure out a way to get up there. He looks around and is like,
You want me to throw him?
I can just, just go that way.
Kind of just figured he'd go in and take the stairs, but you know.
And he's gonna attempt and use his turn to go up the stairs. Yes. He's looking for a faster route because you guys all didn't use the stairs, and he's like, "Can I also no? All right." So he's going up the stairs.
I mean, she could probably get him on, get his feet and boost him up. It's only the second story. But if you want him to take the stairs, that's fine.
He's gonna take the long way, like the long spiral stairs, go all the way around.
He just looks back at her, and she's like, "I can throw you," and he's like,
"I got this.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
My cardio for the day. It's fine." And that's gonna be go ahead and go to Kel's turn. And Kel is down below, and he's going to, he's gonna go help out Bungie, because that's his primary directive. Honestly, is he's gonna help whoever is currently snagged by something, whoever needs the most help. So he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna just, he takes the rifle off his back and he aims and he fires. And I get a D10 plus conviction to help his teammates. No, you know what? I'm going to use leadership. And his status is green, so D6. And
He's shooting at the snake dragon?
Yes, at the snake dragon. And that is going to be a 6, which... it can.
He could.
It can. Okay, yeah, it can. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that for it and see if it survives with the D6 for the snake dragon, and it gets a 4. So no, it is not. So the snake dragon is just blasted by this rifle, and it falls down and begins kind of like spark a little bit, and kind of twitch a little bit as it kind of like powers down.
Sparklers.
Yeah, sparklers. Yes, fireworks. Erupt from it.
Ferris does for a second look like she might swoon at the display of like manliness that just happened there, and then she got decoration inspiration, and she's like, "Oh nope, never mind. I'm onto a new thing already."
But he's gonna do the thing like with the rifle where he just like he what's the thing? He flips it like the old time rifles that have like the thing where you load it with like the bottom thing. I was called. He spins it. He puts it over his shoulder behind him and he fires behind him without even looking. And then it like basically explodes into a bunch of fireworks as he slowly walks away from it towards you, Ferris.
And Ferris looks
Show off.
Ferris does look like she's gonna go like, "Oh my, ooh, sparklers! I can use that."
Yes.
And is immediately distracted.
Fantastic. He's gonna be heading up towards the roof area, not roof, the art gallery area on the second floor. Is where he's headed, but he won't make it there until next turn as well. So, all right. So now we're at the environment's turn, which means that I need to check real quick on. I'm fine. Okay, we are into the yellow zone now. So I'm changing the turn thing real quick here to where is it? Scene tracker, yellow. Okay, we're in yellow. All right, so everybody know your zone is yellow, and we're also going to do the 2 environmental effects. So those of you on the bottom, in the courtyard, going to be 2 of you are going to be hindered. So let's see who's down below. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there's 6 of you. I include the enemies, by the way.
Okay.
So because the hedges are non-discriminatory against who they attack. So I'm going to go ahead and line you all up a little better. Oop, I can just easily see you 1 to 6. And I'm going to roll the first one. which is going to be a 5, which is going to be Kel. Rude. So Kel is going to be hindered by 1d4. So that's a 4 on Kel. Woo! So someone note that somewhere.
Yeah, I got
below on
Well,
the
it's but a hinder of 4 is a -2, right?
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. -2. Sorry.
So you're doing that? Yeah, good.
You got it. Perfect. And then the next person is going to be a 2, which is the Flying Wildebeest. Very good. So, and it's going to be hindered. Again, that's a 4, which is a -2. So Flying Wildebeest as a -2. All right. And then up in the art gallery, we have
The peanut gallery.
The peanut gallery, yeah. We have there's actually a lovely painting of Mr. Peanut up there.
Before or after he was reborn?
Oh, it's after. Let's see. 2 unawakened characters take 1d4 energy damage. So let's see. If anybody other than Genevieve, which would be either. Well, I guess we have Seamus up there now. Or we have Locke or the Raven, I guess.
Raven.
I'm gonna roll d4.
Well,
and I'm gonna.
Does she know the Raven's against her yet?
Not yet.
But is this her doing this, or is this the ghost, or what is this?
This is the paintings.
Yeah.
This is the ghost paintings.
Painting.
This is like the defense systems of the paintings themselves, basically. They have anyone who's not awakened. So, and I'm gonna make 1 Genevieve, which just means that it gets ignored. So that's 1. That's going to be 1 again. My goodness, come on. 3. So that's gonna be Locke. Sorry, Locke. You're gonna take.
I win.
You win. Yeah, you win.
You win.
You take 3 points of damage, energy damage. And
Nice.
then the second person is going to be Seamus. Oh no.
No.
Poor
Who
Seamus.
takes
Isn't he?
2 points of damage. He's gonna roll to see if he sustains. He does not. He
So
got
he's
a
out?
1, so he goes down.
Fine, that's fine. I can fix that.
So he runs up the stairs and gets grabbed immediately by a ghost, and just like his eyes like roll back in his head, and he gets possessed. So he's now
Guys,
not
fair.
on your team.
Ferris is going to be feeling real bad after this, guys. It's okay. I can fix that.
So he's out. So should you just move him off? I forget
No.
how you
I
work
got-
it.
He's
I got a
unconscious,
plan.
but he's possessed, so he's now an enemy.
No, it's good.
Oh.
Yeah.
got a
So
plan.
if you go unconscious when you being hit one of these attacks, you turn into an enemy. Yeah. Yeah. Which
So
I think
Seamus is an enemy now.
Seamus is an enemy until he gets knocked out again or something. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. For the time being, at least.
Fine, guys. I
Poor
got
Seamus.
this.
Yeah. All right. So
And
that's going to be Bungie's turn.
could I go ahead of that?
Sure.
Sure.
Go ahead, Locke. You're up next.
So seeing that this new guy who's going to help got possessed, can I try to convince the ghost that it wants to let us steal paintings because then it can see the world outside of this building?
Oh, like still his painting that specifically that he came
Yeah.
from. Ah,
Yeah.
interesting. Sure, you can try.
I know my charm has gotten worse, but
That's
I'm gonna
right.
try
You don't have a
anyways.
-4, so.
I don't have a -4, but I
Nope.
do have a lower dice.
Also,
so-
I will say that since you have, this is also Seamus who came up here to steal art, whose body it is and whose mind is still there. I'm gonna give you a bonus of 2.
Okay, here we go.
As
I
he
think
tries
it's
to
all
assist you.
D8.
Nice.
It is all D8s. That's fun.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right. That is a 2. So plus
Jeez.
2 is 4.
Well,
Oh,
your
good.
mid die was a
I
2.
rolled an 8 on one of them, so that was nice.
Jeez,
but-
you're-
Your middle was a 2,
Yeah.
huh?
Yep.
Ouch. Okay. All right. So you
The
get a
system does
4.
not like me much. But
All right.
Man.
You get a 4, which will be successful still. As
Good thing you gave him
usual.
that bonus.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you get a minor twist instead of a major twist, basically, is the difference because of Seamus.
Okay.
I will
The
say.
painting tells me the truth about myself. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Ugh.
Okay, no, here we go. Okay, so
Okay.
the I guess Seamus, I guess it would be, right? Because he's the ghost possessing Seamus. We'll say, I'll come along with you, but only if you bring 2 others.
It's fine since we're trying to get all of them.
Yeah. Lock.
We already have 2.
But now
right?
you can't bring this one until you also have 2 other ones.
Yeah.
To bring along with
We
you.
already
Okay.
have 2.
2 other additional ones than the one already been stolen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
now in
I
order to get
nod.
his, you have to have 2 more. So
Tell him to go cut him off the wall.
Wait, so how did that benefit us? How did?
it didn't.
What was the benefit?
Oh,
Well, this
Basically-
ghost
No, I meant-
won't try to kill us. And
Oh, so the ghost is no longer going to be attacking us.
yes.
and
Ah, got it.
presumably the other ghosts from the other paintings will want to help us steal them.
We'll see.
I don't know. Is there one
There-
ghost per
there's-
painting?
I have 2 rolls, so this will mitigate one of them. I would say.
Oh, okay. There's another ghost somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's another ghost.
I didn't know if there was a ghost per certain paintings.
Not really. There's 2 ghosts basically that are kind of like painting hopping.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
But
cool.
you succeeded in no longer being attacked anymore by that one ghost, which is good.
Okay.
will now
Now
just take
Seamus
them
is helping again, right?
Now
This is
Seamus is
possession,
helping again.
probably.
Yes, but he's a possessed. The ghost possessing Seamus is now helping you. Yes.
Oh yeah, right.
Seamus like steal. Don't steal. Don't steal. I don't know.
I think that's my whole turn.
Yeah.
I do like how she keeps on getting allies, and then my only job is to turn them back to our side.
Also, the Raven goes on your turn as well now. So what do you have the Raven to do?
You
Can the
said there were like
Raven attempt
said
to
they were, like-
charm the other ghost?
No.
Okay.
you said there were pieces of jewelry.
Yes.
Would those be
They like
small?
shiny things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I pick one up?
Yeah.
Would the raven be able to like?
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a roll for that. It's a
Do I roll, or do you want to roll? Because it's probably better than my rolls. It's one dice.
No, I'm just gonna give it to
It's
you.
a-
I'm just gonna give it to you as a free thing, I think, because like I can't have it roll overcomes, and it doesn't make sense for
Yeah,
you to do it.
because-
So it'll just be a thing that happens.
Okay. Cool.
So you've broken my system, haha.
So it has a
Uh,
shiny object now.
Yes. Oh no, I know.
Nice.
Okay,
Is
I know. No, here. I need you to give me overcome
Okay.
to tell it to not keep the shiny object and instead deliver it down into the carriage. That is the thing
Oh,
it has
yeah.
to be. You have to-
Yeah,
you have to do
okay.
it.
That feels.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that makes
No, I think
that
we
feels
should just let him keep it.
So,
Well,
I mean, we just
Especially if
need
he gets
the
a necklace, we
stuff
can put it on like a chain.
So,
a big clock.
so
Like a
it's
call-
the same
yeah.
thing. I roll the
It's an overcome.
charm
Yes.
thing again.
And your charm is
Take it.
decreased, remember, by
That's
1
fine.
die.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'm using them D8.
Not to rub it in or anything.
No, I already knew, but thank you. You're very kind.
That's me, the kind DM.
Ah, it was a 3.
Oh no.
You just want as many minor twists as possible. All right. So
Or you could-
It's so funny because I get max on one of them every time I roll, and then I get close to 1, and then just 1 slightly higher. This is my highest roll so far.
okay. So
3. Great.
So that would be a major twist then, right?
for a 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's a major twist. Yes.
Okay.
Or you can just fail.
Correct. He never fails. He doesn't want to do that. This is law we're talking about.
No.
Um,
That's right.
Yeah.
So this makes sense anyways because of how
okay.
these Karami are structured. So Karami Anima are the ones that are downstairs making trouble. This is a Karami and Solo, which is made of your soul. Okay. One's powered by animal soul, it's locked in permanently. One's powered by people soul, and it's temporary. So the Raven delivers the jewelry and then turns back into a statue and shatters on the ground.
Damn it. Okay. Well. Do I get my soul back?
Yes, and the soul comes back up from the broken statue
Oh.
pieces back and goes into your little nostrils.
Does that count as a stolen piece? The shattered one?
Oh, the raven? No,
Yeah. Oh.
no.
It's
No,
It is
but
no
the
longer
Raven-
there.
The Raven's jewelry counts.
the
That's
raven's
so sad.
jewelry
Doesn't it?
counts. Yes, that's number 3. You
Okay.
have 3 art
Yeah, I
pieces now.
just
Go ahead
didn't
and
know.
change that. And that raven will
Because we
be here
can't, like,
from.
sell it. But that
But I
painting,
mean,
like that
it-
sculpture of the Raven's gone.
It's shattered. Yeah, you can't tell. Yes, and that raven will be heard from nevermore.
Oh, poor Raven.
Like you're waiting for that
Any,
for a while.
Yes, thank you. Any Edgar Allan Poe fans? All right. No. All right. So that is your turn. You're at 3 pieces though. That was an excellent turn. You managed to steal something, as well as convert a ghost.
Yeah, with the worst dice rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
It was
You're the
helpful.
epitome of someone who put all of their points into charm.
Yes.
Yep.
Or
that's
charisma.
The main thing he can do.
It's like
And
one
he
of those
can't even
bards.
do it well.
Like one of those bards that has a
So-
plus 12 in charisma or in persuasion, and they literally can't fail anything, and you're like, bullshit. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's the opposite of that. Just fails everything. But
But still succeeds
just
somehow.
takes the twist. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
All
the guy who
twist.
has insane charisma but really bad luck.
Mm,
Yeah, it's probably accurate
yeah.
for Locke.
Uh,
That makes sense.
all right. So Bungie's up next with Ferris on deck, unless someone else wants to go first.
Yeah, does anybody need to go before me? Otherwise, I'll go. But I'm not in a hurry if somebody wants to go.
Nope, I'm good for
Okay.
my
Right.
turn can wait.
Okay. Okay, so I think Bungie. Okay, Bungie's got an idea. First of all, the Bumblebee Swarm. What's going on with it right now?
Nothing currently. It was used to bludgeon the lamplighter to knock him out, and now it's kind of just buzzing around.
Okay, isn't that what Ferris was using for decorations or something though?
It's like that's kind of what Ferris has been doing. She's been
Okay.
hindering these things by throwing them into bushes.
So
Yes.
some of
And what's
them
the
are
status?
in the bushes, but the rest
Yeah.
of the
What's
swarm is here. Yes.
What's the status of the flying wildebeest?
It
Is
is.
that the one that's upside down in the?
Yes.
I can't remember. Okay.
Yes. And it made a new best friend with the lamplighter who gave it belly rubs, who was then immediately knocked unconscious. So he's like,
Okay.
a little
So
sad.
I'm just wondering, could I kind of go with Ferris's idea of making the bumblebees be decorations and try to light them up with some electrical wires and stuff?
Sure. That's
I
a thing
want
you
to
can maybe
open up my chest or whatever it is, right? Pull out some wires and just kind of, some electrical stuff and try to electrocute the bumblebees. So give them,
Okay.
I'm trying to attack them, but I'm hoping they'll light up at the same time.
do. Okay, this is attack.
How's that sound? Yeah, I was thinking it'd be an attack.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, and am I still hindered because the thing that was hindering me was the snake guys, and they're gone.
I don't know how that works, honestly, because hinders are supposed to last
Yeah.
your next roll. So
That's right. And I don't mind. Just be thinking about that in the future. They do say that sometimes bonuses and hinders don't always apply,
Yeah.
and they
that's
have to
true.
wait. But I'm not trying to get out of this one
Can't
because it's only a
postpone it,
-1 and it's an
though, so,
attack.
like-
I don't
But with
really
this
care.
one, you
Also
could just
say like you're
you still have the
recovering.
effects.
And
of
I can
it,
be
yeah.
recovering. That's
Like-
right. I think that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're recovering from it.
Okay.
Is it like
You're-
constricted you?
You're
So-
trying
Okay,
to get out
so-
of it still, because it's limp now, but it's still around you.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Okay, so I'm not sure. Can I use inventions for this?
Sure.
Because I'm pulling out my wires and stuff. Okay, and technology, I guess.
Yep.
So, and I'm in yellow, so that's and we're yellow anyway. So 10, 8, 12. Okay, so here we go, and a -1 when I'm done. Okay, 3, 7, 8. So the 7 would turn into a 6
Mm-hmm. Okay.
on the bumblebee. So I'm trying to electrocute them.
And then attack. All right. Well, it can maybe survive barely if I roll a
Right.
6, and that is a 5. So just barely does not succeed. So you run up and you zap these things from. Well, actually, I'll say what you do is you're gonna have to like create like a kind of spread out wire that has a bunch of little tendrils on it.
Yeah,
You can kind of like
yes.
jab it like
There's a bunch
this one
of them.
all at once, get a bunch of things at the same time, basically, right? I kind of like an umbrella, basically, of wires, right? And you're gonna zap these things, and they're gonna shoot back into like the bushes and onto like the tree, like one of the big trees that's there, and they're gonna be like blinking now, like in different colors. They have like their emergency lights that are going off, like have red and green, going back and forth.
So Bungie just says, "Hey, Ferris, what do you think? Do you think I did a good job here? That's good decorations. Am I learning from you good?"
It's beautiful. I couldn't be more proud.
I'm thinking we're supposed to be making a name for ourselves. I think this is gonna be it.
That's the robbers who decorate.
Decorate when
plan.
we're
The
done.
interior decorators.
Party planning.
Yes,
Right,
Like
because you know
fear
how
in the
they all
hearts of
have
men.
like a signature.
all criminals organizations have a name for themselves. You know, we're like the decorators or
Or the
something.
interior decorators. Yeah. Ooh.
Yes.
Oh dear.
If I can
I'm
get
gonna
rid of my,
redecorate your interior.
uh,
Uh,
I think it means something different for
I
Eloise.
think I'm
10
into that. I
out of
think.
Right?
Uh,
Feel some kind of way about that. All
That's
right.
Ferris now.
All right. So Ferris sees her sister has things well in hand down here. Her protege Bungie has things well in hand down here. But something is telling her she really needs to go check on Locke.
Peace.
How do I get up there and still be able to do something?
You would need an assist from Bungie. We've established previously that as a free action, he can move one person
He
up
can
there.
Move one person?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay.
She's going to turn to Bungie. Darling, would you do me the honor of escorting me to the second floor?
My pleasure. Here you
Thank
go.
you.
Boing.
And she's just going to kind of like delicately alight up in the, I'm assuming, broken window up there kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Fantastic. You land.
You
And
remember those like spinning like fairies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
toy?
You pull up the little thing and just whee. Yes. It's just-
Oh, like one of those toys
Yeah, yeah.
Toys.
Yeah.
that spins around.
That every kid wanted and no parent wanted their kid to have because they instinctively knew that this was in fact how you were going to lose an eye.
caught in a
Sorry.
tree somewhere.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
there's so many videos of those things catching fire.
What?
Because some kid. Oh yeah, like
Oh, 'cause
Well,
you
because
never-
it,
Oh,
because you couldn't
yeah.
control it and it would go into a fire. That
It
was
would go
more
into a
dangerous than it
fireplace.
hitting people.
Hmm.
yeah,
Oh.
and it would immediately catch fire because it was flammable as everything. Oh, hi, Mom. Sorry.
Well,
I
that's
didn't
better
see
than
you
the Barbie that had the skates that actually like
Sorry, what are you looking
sparked and caught things on
Oh, I
fire
have
because the
over-
skates would
over here.
spark.
Oh my gosh.
So what toy is this?
I want one.
Barbie.
A
That's
Barbie?
Barbie?
That's okay.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah,
the
the
other
Barbie with the
toy.
roller skates that sparked to show how fast you were going, but they sparked, and so they literally could be used to start fires.
Cool.
My family believes in giving us dangerous toys.
Yeah,
I
the
mean-
80s were wild.
It's the best kind. So, Ferris, you are upstairs now in the room
I'm
with all of the
upstairs.
art, and you see a different Genevieve Lorrington than you saw previously.
Oh, this is a great look. I love this.
Oh, thank you.
Uh,
To my nails this day, actually.
You know, I feel like there's something special there between the two of you. I feel like it could be something really beautiful.
Yeah, there's a little bit of murder in the air.
I'm not sure what that means. Look, I'm at this beautiful little coffee shop. We'll chat. I feel like we can be like really something good. there.
I don't think so. I think I want to stab you really hard in the face, actually. You have that kind of face, honestly.
I've never been told that before. Hold on one sec. I
I'm
just need to grab
surprised, actually.
something
Are you
real
sure?
quick.
Not to your face, I think, probably. Behind your back.
I need something to really finish off the look downstairs. Is there any more jewelry?
Oh. Sorry, you're asking her. I was like, what? Oh, no, you're asking me. Okay, yeah. Yes,
Mhm.
there are. How much are you looking for? You want like a bunch of little things, or a bunch of, like, what are you looking for?
If I can grab like a bunch of like tiny little things.
Decorating the bushes still? Or
Sorry?
What?
Decorating the
Oh, no,
bushes
I'm-
still,
I'm-
or decorating something else?
So like, No. Like I'm up in the art gallery now.
Yes, I'm saying, but what do you want to are you trying to decorate up here
Oh.
or decorate down there?
No. I want to grab a whole bunch of stuff, jump back down.
Okay.
And somebody, it's going to be like a little bit like the Raven. Somebody may have to talk her out of flinging it all into the bushes, but once they explain to her, she'll probably put it in the carriage pretty easily.
Okay.
Oh.
So, what I'll say is that you can get a pretty hefty amount of just, like, gemstones, basically.
Okay.
Because there's a display that has, like, it's a very decorative display that has them, like, very carefully arranged, like, a very specific pattern that, like, creates, like light art when, like, the sun hits and all that stuff. But you can just yank all that shit down. Just, like...
Yeah, that's... The paintings and stuff don't really appeal to her as
Okay.
much, but she sees shiny things and something sparks in her tiny little brain, and it's like,
Yes, these are like
that-
gemstone prisms, basically. So you can
Yes.
shape light with them if you so choose.
she'd
Um,
love to grab, once again, grabbing like another one of her shawls and almost using it as like a makeshift bag, and just as much of that into there as she can.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic. Go ahead and give me just an overcome to do the whole thing you're trying to do here, basically, which is going to be the theft, the getting back down safely, somehow,
Okay.
and the decorating.
Can I kind of roll it into one maneuver?
Yes.
Okay, so in that
There's just
case,
one
I-
roll.
Well, one roll. Yep.
Right. So I want to use my power of flight, which in this case will be kind of gliding back down.
Yep.
I'm going to stick with the creativity.
Okay.
And, God, so I really wish-
Also,
I
you
almost
can
wish
drop
people
off
were-
some of them in the carriage to count them as one art piece if you wish.
Oh yeah, like as soon as she's down there and starts to try to hang things, as long as like Kel or somebody taps her on the shoulder and says
Well,
no.
But
put it
she
over
was
there."
gonna say, Ferris, decorate the carriage.
Yeah, as soon as
It could
somebody
be
tells her that,
decorated too.
like it's not going to be hard to convince her. She's just going to need somebody to like get her just a little
Yeah.
bit onto track there a little bit. Okay, so that's a 10 and 8. I kind of wish somebody was hitting me more. Like,
Why?
You got Eloise
because I'm
around.
stuck with because I'm stuck with the. Yeah, I don't necessarily want her to hit me.
Also, you are in yellow zone, by the way.
So am I? So is my status
see,
yellow now?
That is yellow.
Yes.
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 Oh, perfect.
Because
So you
you're
use
all
your yellow die.
you're all in yellow zone, which means your status is yellow. So there's two ways to change your status, either by being hit enough or from the zone changing.
Thank God, no more D6. Oh yes,
Oh no.
that is 2 8s and a 7.
Oh, she got an
Wow.
8. Finally, I think you're the
Nice.
I
first
got
one
2
that
8s and a
actually.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
max die,
Yeah.
basically, right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a complete success.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. So
No minor
Did the-
twist.
Did the status change to yellow at the top of the turn?
yes.
Yeah.
It did.
Okay, I thought I heard
Yeah.
something about it, but like missed.
Yes.
So the scene
Yeah, so-
status changed, but does our health stay the same?
Yes. Your health is the same.
It's the same, but your
Your status changes to
status
yellow.
But status changed, yeah.
So the last
now
one
is going to
status
be yellow.
It's
Hold on.
yellow. Is it based on the scene or your health?
Whichever one
Both.
is the highest or worst, I guess you could say. So if
Or
the,
lowest,
if, for
whatever.
instance, if the zone is in green and your health is in yellow, you use yellow, right? But if the zone is in yellow and you're in green, you still use yellow. Okay.
Okay.
So whichever one is the highest in
It's
the
the one
progression.
most toward red, it's the one most toward red that you use.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So Ferris, you're eight-
And also you can also see he's got zone up there. I don't know if you saw that.
Yep.
Thea,
On the
he's
page.
got the zone thing with the green, and yellow, so you'll know that we're in yellow zone. Do you see that with the notes?
It's above courtyard. Yep.
No, I saw
Oh,
it. I
can we
just didn't
click?
know what that meant.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was our first
so,
shift.
Yep, that's what
It was
that.
our first color shift. So yes. Okay.
Yes.
So what are you decorating specifically there, Ferris?
So first of all, I'd love to know if this counts as like, is this just one art piece I've grabbed, or does this count as multiple art
Counts as
pieces?
one because you're going to use some of it for decoration and some of it to as an art piece.
All right. But this is our second one, so the ghost painting will
No.
follow me out as well, right? Because the raven took one, I'm taking one, and so that gives
Yeah,
us
you're right.
the ghost.
You're right. That'll
Okay.
give you another one. You'll get two for this one. Yeah, because he did that.
You-
So does that take us up to 5 art pieces then?
It does. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Alright. I was hoping when I said jewelry, I'd be able to grab like a bunch of little things, and it would count as like multiple. It's
No,
fine.
it's
I'll
alright.
take it. It's fine. It's fine. I've got a good success here. I'm not gonna argue it.
No, it's right.
All right. So Ferris is going to just sweep these things out, blow a kiss at Genevieve because she actually still thinks they're frenemies at this point.
She begins
Right.
to
Yeah.
smoke. She's smoldering, literally.
And be like, you know, you two just make the most adorable couple. You do need to invite me to the wedding. I have some beautiful ideas. And she is going to jump out the window again.
Okay. Yeah, back with my stuff. Oh.
I just need to borrow it. And she is going to, at first, kind of run over to the bushes and start putting the jewels in between the pieces of broken automaton.
No, the carriage, the carriage.
Right. Oh, wait, what the? Oh, right. There was the whole thing. Okay. None of you appreciate me. And grab the gemstones, and she's going to go and just shove them all in the carriage, kind of
no,
thing.
decorate the carriage. Decorate the carriage.
Decorate. Oh, okay.
Yes,
I
decorate.
love you. All right, and she will. I think for now she is going to just stick to the inside of the carriage, but she is going to arrange things in like the most
Sure.
aesthetic way she can.
We're gonna come back and it's gonna be like a full-on like just tea feng shui.
Yeah, she is definitely. And she's going to kind of turn around and yell up to Locke. Darling, I really do think we may need to leave soon.
Yeah, we had 3 challenges, which was the 6 art pieces, the headlines, and then escape before the end of Red Zone.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to do other stuff.
No, we didn't. Like,
Yeah, we don't have to actually kill everybody or whatever you call it.
no.
You do not.
All right, I really do think like I've got what I need to really execute my vision if we want to get out of here.
All right. So,
And she's going to just kind of hold next to the carriage.
makes sense. You'll probably be inside the carriage because you're decorating it still, basically a little bit.
Yeah.
You're making it more
And-
pretty. Okay.
And really be like, oh god, dude, I should have brought Locke with me. Damn it. Oh well, it's fine. Sure, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
So, I'm gonna put Genevieve next.
Like it's about to not be fine.
Like art Locke. Damn it.
And she's going to realize that you are all going to be leaving soon, basically, and she's going to do a running leap out of the window and drop to the ground, making like a bit of an imprint in the ground as she lands with a pretty big significant crush on the ground. And she's going to look at the group of you all with the carriage or all the stuff in it, and she's going to take, let's see, an attack against Kel.
Is this a new round or is this not a new round?
No,
No, not yet.
not yet.
When it gets to environment/turn, that's the new.
Right
Okay,
now, Kel's
gotcha.
last in the turn order, so she's gonna do a D8 right there, and she's gonna go ahead and hit Kel with it, and she rolled a 1. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Oh, good.
Cool, Genevieve. And she, from her arms, chains materialize, and she flings them at Kel. But then he just like he flips out both of his guns, and he just like bam, he just shoots them basically away. And one hits him in the face, and like ow, and just like continues on what he was doing basically. And she gets extraordinarily angry. And she begins to catch fire in her hair now. And she is continuing to smolder with pure rage.
Genevieve, Ferris is committing this look to memory. She is going to find some way to capture this aesthetic at some point.
And she does, however, since she was able to get just even a little bit of damage from Kel, she's able to take that and walk over and touch one of the additional statues in the area and bring it to life. and it's going to be a giant frog. So there is a giant
we have to
frog
bring
on the
that with us.
field, which is going to be a D4 right here. Hold on.
Guys, we have to bring that with us. I need the giant frog.
We have
Can
a
I
li-
pick up the frog and throw it at her by its leg?
on your turn? You can.
How giant is it?
It's probably about the size of a large dog.
It's a frog. It's got those long legs. You can whip it with that.
Whip it.
Just gonna
Whip it
grab
good.
it. Just, oh.
All right, and it's the Flying Wildebeest's turn. It's going to head and charge at Ferris, and make that attack on her. No one is. Oh, wait, you know what? It'll be on Kel because Kel is hindered. Is he really hindered? What hindered Kel?
Wait, where did
The
that come
shrub.
from?
The what?
The shrubbery.
Oh, the shrubbery hindered
The
him. You're
entire-
correct. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that
it'll
was
be
a while
against
ago.
Kel.
Really?
Yeah, that was at the top of the order because that's during the environment's turn. Yeah.
Well, the
Um,
wildebeest is also hindered.
Yeah,
Yes.
it also has a
It has a
minus
minus
2.
2. Yes. So that's going to be a 2, which is minus 2, which is a 0. But then Kel, yeah. So it's a 0. It's a 0. Yeah. So it charges at Kel, and he just pulls off. He has like a half cape thing that's red. He pulls it off, and he just does like the bullfighter thing, and he just goes wah, and it goes right past him. All right, and that is
It looks like he needs to do the swoon thing again, but at the same time, he's also looking at Genevieve and is like, maybe. Oh, choices. It's coming up to a very specific holiday on her world. She's having a lot of feelings about this.
oh no, oh no. And then that's Eloise's turn. What are you doing, Eloise?
Hitting.
Who are you hitting?
Until somebody tells me not to. Like, she'll be the last to jump into the carriage, I guess.
Probably. Probably the fastest, too. So,
So,
go ahead. What are you doing? Who are you hitting with what?
I know.
Decisions.
I still like my idea of just, like, taking the frog and trying to hit her with it.
Okay.
You could also try to hinder Genevieve so that she can't do as much next time.
It's true.
Just an idea. I don't know.
I mean, I could try to, like, maybe I could try to hog tie her.
With the frog legs?
No, with, like,
If
rope
you-
or something.
Oh, yeah.
If you do attack her and she rolls lower than what you did, I guess, then her D8 would go down to a D6.
Mhm.
Right?
Also true.
That's how it works?
Yep.
I haven't looked at those rules lately.
Well, okay. If it depends, she'll either go down entirely or she decreases, I believe. Wait, no. This is Lieutenant. No, you're right. You're
Right.
correct. Yes. She would decrease her die if she fails.
Yeah.
So if you hit her and she rolls her D8 less than your damage, then she decreases her die to a D6.
And
Okay.
if she doesn't, then nothing happens, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, enemies don't have hit points in the game, remember? Either you hit them and they decrease their die, or you hit them and they go down. Those are the options, basically.
right, they don't actually have hit points.
Okay.
And hinder would be next roll she does would
Yes.
be hindered by that much. So whatever, they're both good.
Both good, yeah.
And you can do almost the same thing, narratively.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, just whichever action you want to choose.
I mean, the other thing I could do is just try to get rid of, like, one of the, like, the beast or the frog itself.
That's true. They're more easy to one-shot than she is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I think I'll just I'll go after the flying wildebeest.
All right, give me an attack then.
And yeah, okay. I was trying to come up with, like, narratively what she was like how she was gonna hit it, but I think she might just walk up to it and just smack it.
Smack it. Just-
Yeah. Smack it.
Well, I guess also you can do the roll first and see how successful you are, and that kind of determine how you hit it,
Mhm.
right?
Oh, 2, 3, and a 5.
So a 3. Okay.
3.
So 3 damage. Okay, so I'm gonna roll its d6 to see what it gets. It got a 3. So it's.
What does the tie do?
It negates 3 points of damage, which means that it's fine, but it goes down a die still because it's a minion.
Right.
So it's now D4 at least. So let me ungroup these real quick. Ungroup. And delete the D6. Oh, that does that. Oh well. If I put it back, I need to turn it. Okay, hold on. Hold on just a second here. Drop this D6 in here. Or D4 in here. And group it. And give it a turn order. Ugh. Well. Whatever. I have to name it too. Fly.
Sorry, baby.
I
There you
still
go.
see the name there.
Sorry.
It wasn't in the turn order.
Oh,
though.
you meant on the turn order, yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to get it to work. Okay. And this is Genevieve's frog minion because on her turn. Oh, it's already gone. Oh well. I have the. I forgot. I'm gonna have the frog go now. After Eloise. But yeah. So you are gonna go ahead and like. We'll say that you grab one of like the lamp post that got knocked over, and you kind of just grab it and kind of smack it up to the head. the big old lamp post. And you knock it backwards a bit, and it skids, but it's still like on its feet. And then the frog is gonna go ahead and leap over and try and hinder Eloise now, and that's going to be a 4 on the die, which is a -2 to Eloise for her next roll. Next turn. So it's Eloise -2, everybody. Also, yeah, and then it's gonna be Kel's turn. And Kel is going to go ahead and let's see here.
Does Kel still have that -2 or is it cleared?
He still has it, yeah.
Okay.
Because he hasn't. It's his turn still. Yeah, he hasn't taken his turn yet. So he has a -2 on this. So what he's going to do is he's going to hinder Genevieve, and I'm going to do with this. Yeah, it's the D10. Okay. With this, conviction, and we're in yellow, which is the D8 for him. Okay. For him. Okay. So, roll the dice first and then play. So 5 is the mid. Okay. So 5 on the hinder scale, which I'll remember these eventually, is a 2. So he hinders her by 2. And the way he's going to do that is he's going to hold on, my die back quick. He runs up to her and he hit the palm of his hand into her chest, and you hear this like deep thumping sound, and she kind of just goes and you see something kind of like go from her into him briefly, but you can't quite see what happened because they're a bit further away. But he did something to her, and it's made her stagger as like wisps of smoke kind of transfer a little between them. And that's his turn with Genevieve with a -2. And now
Isn't he also from Soul? So wouldn't he also have like a soul power? Remembering things.
We're just little backcountry girls and boys from off-world.
So we are at top of the order, and we're into our second yellow. And we're gonna go through the courtyard first, which we're gonna have the 2 hindrances that happen. I think it's hindrances or the
do we know how many yellow rounds there are?
Do not, no.
Okay, cool.
Traditionally, there are usually 2 to 3. Usually,
Okay.
traditionally there's about 2 yellows and 2 reds. Sometimes there's 3 yellows, but usually it's around that amount. Sometimes it's, there's 1 of each of these if it's a really short thing, but usually for longer encounters that are like, oh, this is like a whole thing, then yeah.
Maybe I think Eloise might yell up to Locke to be like, hey, we just need 1 more.
Okay. Perfect.
If he's still up in the art
Yes.
gallery.
Yep. It's just
Because she's like, let's there's no point in fighting, like let's get away.
Yeah. So environment is going to hinder 2 people on the field that are not Genevieve, which is going to be it's going to be Ferris and the wildebeest.
Poor Will.
And Ferris, you're hindered by. Does the 1 even do anything? Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, by -1.
Yeah.
Ferris. And wildebeest is hindered by also a -1. And then the art gallery, only 1 of the ghosts is up. So it's gonna go ahead and take its, and it's not gonna target Seamus because he's possessed. So that leaves Locke to be attacked by 1 of these things. It's a good thing there's only 1 of them now. And that's going to be 3 damage, 300 damage to Locke. And then we're
You said 3 damage, right?
Yep,
Not 300?
It sounded like 300.
Yeah, it did.
Are you still in green or yellow?
I am still in yellow. I've been in
Wow.
yellow most of this session.
Wow. Yeah.
taking quite a bit of hits. He's taking a lot of the hinders and a lot of the damage, honestly. It's funny because he's not the,
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah.
frontliner.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what I built him for.
I'm gonna put Genevieve last in the turn order because that tracks, honestly. Because you guys are trying to escape, so she's gonna try and stop you escaping. And I'll put the wildebeest also near the end. I doubt it's gonna survive that long, but you never know. So Locke's up first, which tracks, and I'm gonna have Seamus go on your turn as well.
Okay, and so basically I have to steal a painting, and then Seamus has to steal a different painting so that this painting is happy. The ghost painting, right?
You've
We
already,
already made the painting happy.
yeah, you usually
Oh,
need
we
Seamus
did.
and his painting to get out, basically. So
Mhm.
you got to get him down there this turn, basically.
Seamus.
Yes, and you can get more art if you want. I guess I can go over 6. I didn't think you could ever get over 6, so
I think I
Uh,
counted Seamus's painting when I added.
you
The 5?
did. You did. You
So
have to
you
get
do
him
need
out.
one more.
Yes, you need one more. You're right. You're correct.
So we need one more plus him.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, just tell Seamus to get out.
Yeah, he'll just use his action. I would say of this turn, he'll just use action to go back down the stairs. All right. That's
But
an
you
easy
could give
play.
him another art piece to go with him.
Either way. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you take it, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I know what Locke wants to do, but
What does Locke want to do?
it's stupid.
His Genevieve.
No. No, he wants to look for like a bronze statue or like a metal statue and then change it so that it's his face.
So what I will
To,
say, since there is no one contesting
What?
you up on this floor,
Uh-huh.
stealing an art piece will be a free action at
Oh,
this point. So
okay.
leaving will be the rest of your turn, basically. But as basically your action, you can leave and do something. I will say on your way out. So you can go ahead and I'll just have you do that. I don't need you to roll for it. It's fine. I know you can do that.
Okay.
So you're gonna change one of the busts, one of the bronze busts to be your face.
Yeah, probably one of them that looks nude and male, and that's like metal, some kind, bronzed or something.
Leave that one there.
Yeah, oh, I'm gonna leave that one there for sure.
Good.
Well, like
Perfect.
with Locke's face.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh,
make a bigger
yeah,
name
I see.
for ourselves.
Yes,
Yes.
that's
Because
like
they'll
head-
come in and then they'll see this
Uh-huh.
great art, and then it'll be
Yeah.
his
So-
face.
Okay, what I will say is
Which-
that my recommendation would be
Uh-huh.
the fountain has a carved sculpture in the middle of the fountain that is of Genevieve. You can change it to be of you instead, like the whole body.
I mean,
Great.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Sure. Although,
I was just thinking
I
we
don't-
burn the maze.
yeah, but it's stone because I couldn't decide if I'd have the transmutation power yet.
Oh,
Because the only power so far I've used is charm and the metal power that I have.
yeah, I can make it metal. It's fine. You can make it a metal statue.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
And what sort of? So I have to take the painting for the ghost, or I can take any piece of art left.
You need to make
What's kinda
one of the haunted
there?
paintings, basically. You need to make one of the other paintings, yeah. In order for him to go.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you and Seamus are going to basically use your turns then to book it with a painting down the stairs and out.
Yeah, with a painting each.
Yeah. Perfect.
So
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think if I should try to get this other ghost on our side and then have him bring a painting somehow.
You're already doing a lot, man. You can't do like
Yeah.
4 things, though.
Well, no, I would
Obviously, we're a
lose one
group of
the things,
overachievers.
but-
right.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I already counted
but yeah.
Seamus's. Is Seamus like carrying the painting that possessed him, or
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes. He's carrying the painting of the ghost. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, great.
And then I'll grab the other painting
Okay. Perfect.
that the ghost wants. And then as I run past Genevieve and load this into the carriage, I'm going to run over the fountain where she is, change it to a tasteful nude of Locke.
Very dangerously close to swooning again here, guys.
And then get in the carriage.
He just has like the the bow
Yeah.
going on.
There's going to need to be a chaise lounge around her at all times.
Oh, what?
It's one of those like backless couches.
Oh, I just didn't hear what
Yeah.
you said.
Oh, chaise lounge.
Mm-hmm. So that you can do like the
Oh,
like the
I've
Grecian
always
poses
pronounced
with,
that
like,
as a
the
chase lounge.
Yeah,
Chase
no,
lounge.
it's chaise.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm the person who grew up learning words reading, not
By
necessarily by
reading,
hearing
you can
people
tell.
say
You
them.
can tell. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't want to know what happened when I first saw the word chaos written down and how I tried to pronounce that. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
Bungie, you're up.
English. Okay, I got a couple
Cows.
ideas. Can I try to take that snake dragon that's on the ground and out and pick it up and take it with me to the carriage?
Yes. You can.
I don't. What do we know about? What do we know about Karami? Do we know that? Could I convince him to be a friend or anything like that, or?
It's very difficult to do so. They're generally bound
Okay.
to a master, especially ones
That's what I
that
was
work in
wondering. Okay.
security like this. Are going to be bound to a master, so they can't be
Okay,
burned
that's
easily.
probably not a good idea because then they would have a spy.
Also, no, you wouldn't know that. You're not. You only been here for a little while. You were mostly in prison. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah, okay. So, while all this was going on, by the way, Bungie was taking notes for his log because just so you keep track of everything.
Love it.
Just writing. I don't know. Does he write down things or does he record it somehow other way? I don't know. If we don't have camera technology, right?
I mean, he can just like automatically like write it down, probably like a transcription
Yeah.
thing, like probably.
Have a little pen in his chest.
I think he's got a
typewriter.
pen in his
That's
chest.
right.
He
Yeah,
actually
put
does
in
the
his
writing.
high-speed cameras, like R2D2 or something.
Or he's got like one of those like
put in his
typewriter
eyes,
things,
like record.
like in his chest.
Don't really. Okay,
It's
so
just going.
yeah. The general rule: we don't really have video recording in this universe. Okay, just a heads up.
Okay.
So
which is
I think
good
if
for
it-
thieves like you.
the equivalent of having a little man inside a camera that draws the picture, but it's a little pen that actually writes.
This is a thing in Terry Pratchett. That's a thing from Discord.
Yeah.
Is it?
Great.
Yes!
Yeah, and the
I didn't
camera.
remember that.
Little
It's a little
imps,
goblin.
cameras, and they just painted pictures and it printed out, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's
Oh yeah.
technology."
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's technology. That's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so
Really interesting.
I guess what I should can I try to hinder Genevieve and then run for the carriage?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to hinder her, and I'm trying to think of a good way to do it, but I'm thinking maybe that electrical thing that I was doing before might not be a bad way to try to hinder her.
Yeah, I mean, you could push her into the fountain and then electrocute her.
Yeah, there you go.
I
I'll try to do that.
message.
Wow. Brutal.
Um,
I like
do you think it's better I hinder her or should I attack her?
Well, probably just hinder.
hinder? Yeah, because
Hinder's a sure thing. Attack.
Because that way
Yeah.
she can't take one of us down on her turn.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what I was thinking.
or the
And-
carriage.
Hinder's a one-turn thing, but it's a higher result usually.
She
But
already
it also
has,
it adds
Uh-huh.
up. So
yeah,
Yeah.
so she already has a -2. If we can
Right,
stack
right,
on
yeah.
that,
Might make it so the next thing she does doesn't work at all or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? Because she's gonna be after us, I would assume.
she is. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to hinder, using the same dice I did before.
break her leg.
And 3.
3.
Oh no, 1. Sorry, mid die.
Mid die
1.
Okay.
Yep, I get a 1, and a 3.
All right, so add another 1 to her. So
So
your
bar
hinder.
rolls.
Good thing I didn't attack.
Yeah.
Good.
So add that up to a -3. And yeah, it appears that she's too angry to be stunned currently by the electricity.
Uh-huh.
Something to do with her new characteristics. And she is wet though, which makes her extremely upset with you. And
Eloise really wants to know if you dump a bucket of water on her, will the fire go out?
the fire that was smoldering her did go out actually when she got dumped in
Oh,
water.
Okay.
Alright.
Then she stands up and it reignites though again.
And it's just gonna be a cycle of like.
I would say it
back up.
reignites, but not quite as well because that's what the
It's
hinder would
sputtering because she's wet too. So
Yeah.
yes.
Mm.
So Ferris is up now with Eloise on deck.
Yes. All right. What is the weather currently like where we are?
I mean, this is Zol, so it's always gloomy. It's
Always.
overcast and foggy.
Beautiful. I love that. I would. I'm gonna reach a little bit here. You let me know if I reach too far. So one of
Sorry.
my powers is weather manipulation,
Okay.
and you said it's always gloomy. So I'd love it if I could. And I'm also seeing this woman basically catch fire and be fine.
Mhm.
And I think this is the first time that Ferris has this innate sense in her where she's like, I always knew magic was real because I grew up reading stories where magic was real, even though magic is not real. And this is proof to her that magic is real.
Yeah, because your magic is not like magic feeling necessarily, right?
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
But she does have, but whatever qualities is magical lore, which is from all of these stories she was told growing up and about how the world works. And this is kind of her first experience of seeing something like she saw in one of those stories.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So I'd love to be able to look at her, see that, tap into that magical lore, and be like, you know what we would really need right now is fog to help cover our getaway.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean,
Oh.
Yes, that's good.
And condense some of this gloomy air down around us and just make it hard for her to see us.
And for anybody else.
Yes. Okay. You're gonna basically turn the carriage into a moving rain cloud, essentially.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
That
Give
was
me-
very creative.
Give me
I
an
have to say.
overcome
Okay.
for that with your weather manipulation and your magical lore.
That's not mine. And
your
I
yellow
did
status.
this because this is going to give me a 2 d10s and a d8.
Aha. Game over.
Come on.
And we're gonna say that this is going to be. Yeah, well, I'll let you know later on, but like,
Yeah. Let me make
I mean,
sure.
according
I
to
do have-
Thor, isn't all magic just science we don't understand?
Hmm.
it's true.
I mean, people would call some of the stuff we have today magic.
Mm,
Or is
Oh,
all
shoot,
science
hold on, that
actually
was
magic?
a d. Hold on.
right. What did you do?
No,
Whoa.
Yes. If you
I
don't
rolled-
understand it.
You rolled the wrong thing?
I rolled the wrong things.
Ow.
Hold on. Sorry, I had the wrong. Yeah, that was 2 d8s and a d10. Sorry, hold on.
You know,
That's a d10. That's a d10. That's a d8. Okay, sorry.
All good.
Roll dice is a 5. That gives me a 4.
Okay. You're
Because I've
you're
got a
hindered
minus
one.
1.
Okay, 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this into a hinder to any action that involves giving chase to you whatsoever, basically. So anyone's, rather than being to a person, it's going to be an environmental effect that's going to be a -2 hinder to any form of following you.
I will take
Perfect.
it.
Awesome. Yeah, as you're able to somehow condense all of this like fog around you and kind of suck it in from like the area and make it much more billowy and much taller than it would normally be. But it also doesn't look out of place for Zol, which is good, right? Because it's not uncommon to have big billowing things of fog here and there. But you make it look unobtrusive and not like, oh, there's a big giant cloud, right? Which is good. So, yeah.
And then she's just going to stand there with the door open and be like, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Excellent. So
Ready for the getaway scene. She's looking forward to this part.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Seamus and Locke run into the carriage, as well as Bungie. You've all made it into the carriage at this point, I would say. All your turns have passed already. You don't need an additional turn to get into the carriage. That'd be stupid. So,
Right.
So then it's Eloise's turn with Kel on deck.
Do I need to try and hinder some? Well, no, because we have an environmental hinder, right?
She has a -3, and the environment has a -2 to anything else. You could hinder her, you could punch her in the face, just lower her die roll, or you could do something else to try and help with the making a name thing.
You know what would also make it hard to track us? Smoke from a fire.
Okay. What are you lighting on fire? There are many security officers, like
Lamplighters.
lamplighter things there that
Yeah.
make fire very easy happen. Yes.
Exactly. I figure she would just pick up some and like throw them like javelins or something into like different areas of the
Okay.
flammable areas.
Inside the house or outside the house?
Outside the house.
Yeah. So you'll be. I don't know. You make you roll for this, honestly. So you're going to basically be throwing these like at like the big like tree things that look like they're going to be more flammable than others, and basically lighting the whole like landscape on fire. Like there's like that big like hedge maze and all that stuff. Yeah, just already a little bit on fire anyways. Now you've added to it, and now it's really a bit of a problem. And it's also causing Genevieve to second guess the following you part compared to the save the house part.
I mean, could she? Okay, so like, could she, after doing that, just like turn and like direct eye contact and like try and intimidate her a little bit?
Oh, Eloise?
As like a hinder to Genevieve?
Sure. Yeah. Go for it. See, part of the intimidation.
Because otherwise,
hindering.
yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, make the part of it a hinder then. That makes sense.
Okay, so I have the power size changing, and I don't know if maybe she could just like a little bit look a bit bigger, like
Sure.
momentarily.
Yeah. We'll go
Like
with,
even
the-
I don't. I
like-
know it's a weird power. It was one of those things where I added it on because like she's obviously like when she awakens, like she's gonna. I
Yeah.
needed something like that to be for the abilities
Mhm.
because you have to add them in, and so I was like, I wonder if I could try and use that like now though.
Yeah, sure.
But I would say it could just be like a illusion at this point.
Like a super flex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. This one will be a 10 and then imposing and yellow status. So a 10, an 8, and an 8. And an 8. Okay. Okay, that's a 6. And that's a 1. Let's see what else we get. 3.
So 10
Minus 2, so it's a 1.
to 1. Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's on.
you hinder by 1. So now she's up to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I mean
And now
every little bit
my hinder is gone. And then
Yes.
she's just gonna turn around and like head towards the carriage.
helps. Okay, so she gets in. perfect. As you light her house on fire, basically, or her estate. um,
Well, she figured there was other art in there, so she was
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to directly destroy the art necessarily.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because she doesn't consider hedge mazes art.
Rough. Poor Seamus. It's hard work.
I'm so sorry.
But Seamus is in the carriage with us, right?
Yeah, he's like, well, shit, I guess I'm not going to work tomorrow, am I?
No.
Yeah, did he just kidnap somebody? In his defense, he could claim possession by the ghost.
Oh, yeah, we're both here together. We're both on board on this ride here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, if you wanted to go back, you could claim possession and coercion.
I'm kind of hoping
I'll
he's going to
rough you up
join
a
the
bit.
crew. This
Right?
guy with like double personalities. That's what I was hoping for.
We'll find him a safe space in our, undermarket, maybe.
Yeah. I would say Ferris is probably already looking at him and trying to figure out exactly what he needs.
Oh, okay.
Purpose.
Oh, Seamus.
Yeah.
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 I gotcha.
Okay.
A reason for living.
I mean, okay. I don't even have you roll. I would say that, like, based on what you've seen so far, he needs independence.
Yeah.
And she's just going to take his hand. It's like, you know what? I just have the most brilliant idea. You should stick with us.
It's not
I-
independent, but okay.
I think I have to, honestly. At this point, I think I'm in too deep.
And
And
she's just kind of patting his hand comfortingly while also looking at her sister. Going, I'm just so proud of you. You were so brilliant out there. I just love it.
and that's just going to be Kel left on your guys' team. And he's going to make
I
sure.
yell something to Cal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Locke's gonna just yell to Kel, and he's gonna be like, "Get the ring if you can."
Oh.
What's
Yeah.
the ring?
Her ring that.
She has a ring that clearly does shit
Yeah.
and is powerful.
I was
Yeah.
not expecting you to say that for some reason. It was just one of those, like, my brain was like, what did you say?
And he nods and he rushes over and he's gonna try and yank it off her finger, which is really hard to do.
Wait, is this the one that's on the broken finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's
Well, if
been
it's
like.
already broken, you could cut it or
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah. So that's what he's gonna end up doing. He's gonna just
I'll just take her finger.
he's gonna give it a really strong
Oh.
yank, and it's like a whole finger's gonna come off.
The middle finger? I hope it's the middle one.
It is the middle finger, actually. Yes.
That's funny.
Because there was a really, really big like gemstone on it that had to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like this giant like onyx-looking thing, and yeah, so he just grabs it and just yanks, and she shrieks at him, and he's just like, "Sorry, bye. It's been nice knowing you."
I love the idea that she was like distracted with the other girl just like staring her down, and then he like ran up when she like turned away.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He's gonna grab the ring and run, and he's gonna get in the carriage, and he's gonna start it, whatever you want to call it. Yes, as the spirit horses go vroom vroom.
Yeah, right. I know.
And y'all begin to take off, and it's going to be their turn to try and stop you. The wildebeest is going to try and ram the side of the carriage to try and stop you with a... Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to do everyone's going to try and hinder the carriage. And we're going to see if we can hit a specific threshold. All right. So I'm going to roll, and I'll let you know if we hit the threshold or not. So the wildebeest hinder number, he rolls a 3, which is... Hang on.
Is that going to be affected by the environment hinder?
Not yet.
The fog.
Well,
That'll be for the next
wi-
thing. Yes.
The wildebeest
Okay,
does
but-
have a -1.
Thank you.
Right.
So
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. They're gonna get 2 turns basically to try and stop you guys. So once immediately, and then once in part of the chase. So
Can we attempt something during the chase?
Yes, but
Do we still get a turn?
I
Okay.
don't
I mean,
know
if
if
someone's going to try and hit us, I
I
can just
don't
put a
know if we're
fist
gonna
out the
get to that
window.
point, depending on how fast you get away. So
okay.
with the
Gotcha.
3, at the 1, so I'm gonna tie that up. We're currently at a -1 hinder, and then the the giant frog's gonna do the same, which is going to be a 1, which is like another 1. So we're at the 2, and Genevieve is gonna roll with a -4. Woo! That's a D8 minus the 4. It's gonna hurt. All right. That's an 8 minus 4.
Oh.
If she rolled max, she would have
Yeah,
caught
good
you for
thing.
100%. However, -4, so it's 4 is on those hinders going to be a -2. 1, 2. That does not hit the 5 threshold required because that's only 4. If you had not hindered her that last point, she would have been able to
Good.
stop the carriage, at least for the first thing. So, what happens is the 2 creatures ram into it, and it kind of like goes up on like 2 like wheels and then drops back down. And continues on, and then Genevieve grabs it. She launches her chains at it, which attach onto the side of the back of it, and she attempts to basically just yank you back, like just full force, to hold you in place. And instead, what happens is she gets dragged with her feet like dug into the ground. Now like tiles like of like loose stone like shooting up into the ground as she like goes like deeper and deeper into the ground like a Looney Tunes character. She's right behind, and eventually her face just hits the ground in front of her, and she drops the chains. As security, because we're at the top of the order here now with the same thing with the turn changes to red, as security shows up to the scene, and just basically with your hinder now, just in time to just not see you with the fog cloud. So they do not give chase, they do not see you. They hear a loud noise, but they do not see you and what direction specifically you headed off into.
Very nice.
So, you guys are home free in your now bedazzled carriage.
I really wanted to go for like a feeling of new beginnings. That came out with the decor. Yeah, everyone got that.
Maybe you should get rid of that finger.
Yeah, Kel just like takes the ring off and
What?
throws the finger behind. It's like, ugh. I do not want that. That is going to be found by some lucky voodoo person and used for some wonderful spells later, I'm sure. But I do not want to be the person who does them. Personally, I don't want her mad at me any more than she already is.
Oh, I don't know. I think we're going to be best friends by the end of this. I really got this great vibe from her. I think we're going to go have lunch.
Man, she was really able to step up her game. I need to train harder.
Darling, you
Good
were just the most fabulous thing that I have ever seen. You were wonderful.
So,
Sure.
So, who are you, people?
I'm Ferris. And Ferris kind of holds her
Oh,
hand
yeah.
out in like,
Who are you?
so nice.
I'm Locke Larkin. Good to meet you. Thanks for the help. Just I'll take my cut and go.
Eloise turns to Cal and is like, "What are we doing?"
we're escaping a grand heist. Well, grandish. We're in for some much bigger scores later on. But, no, I'm putting together a crew here in order to do a very much larger heist, which I think you're going to all be very, very on board with. It's also going to involve getting off this rock. As much as I love it here, I'm sure you do too, there is much, much better place than these lands to visit and to have wonderful adventures and find wonderful treasure and plunder. But for now, and he turns around and he pulls out a small little pack of business cards, and he hands them to Bungie. Says, meet me at the safe house tomorrow night. In the meantime, enjoy your freedom. Most of you were incarcerated up to this point, so definitely live a little bit. I have a super clandestine meeting to attend, and I don't have a +1 on this one, much less a +4. I am leaving you with half of the spoils, which you can take to my fence, Zaz, at Zazzataz. on the corner of King and Arugula. Don't ask about the Arugula, it's a long story. For a proper payment and payout, and some nice walking around money. Now, I'm really hoping you all don't disappear into the night, never seen from again. I hope we bond at least a little more than that, and that my offer has tantalized you at least a little bit. So, don't get arrested, though. And he tips his hat, and he leaps out of the carriage and disappears into the fog.
Lark was going
So
to try
we
to
get
get that
to
ring before he disappeared. Unless he really wants to keep it.
He what? Sorry?
Locke was going to ask for the ring before
Oh, it's
he
on the
disappeared.
it's
It
on
looks like he
the
was-
seat still. He didn't bring it with him.
Oh, okay.
He just put it
Locke
with the
Eloise-
rest of
head up and look at
Eloise
it.
is gonna start explaining what currency is to
Ferris.
Ferris so that she doesn't get arrested again.
Blue screen.
I mean, she's not leaving her side, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
she turns her head for 2 seconds. She's gonna be like, okay, this is called stealing.
Blue screen.
So what was on the business
Just
card?
tell me when you want something and I'll make sure that it's okay.
Oh no, darling, I know how exactly. You see what? And then Ferris starts to explain what normally happens on her planet, which is
She's
you
just
go
gonna
into
have
a
a
store,
face just
and you see
pure.
something
It looks
cute.
like she's gone into shock.
and you go up to the cash register to pay for it, and the person's actually your best childhood friend, and they go, no, darling, I couldn't possibly. Don't worry, I'll get you next time. And that's how the entire town is run.
Which town is this?
Wait.
I would actually.
I want to say Sugar Plum High. No, what is it? It's
No,
something
no,
9.
Hold on. No, that's the shard. That's the shard.
Oh, the shard.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Plum
Oh,
9.
Cloud 9.
Yes.
Hold on.
Locke's asking what town it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Evergreen Silver Springs.
Evergreen Silver Springs. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bungie, you asked what the card said.
Yeah.
So you look down the card, and it's blank.
And was it just one card? I thought you said a bunch of cards.
It's a stack of cards. Yes. It has one
Stack
for
of
each of you, but they are all blank.
Are they?
Oh, is it for us?
So I don't quite understand this. Does anybody know what this card is for?
Maybe
I
it's
think
invisible.
they're for us to
Ferris
make
is
our
gonna
own.
kind of shake it a little bit and see if anything happens.
Why don't you lick it?
I'm gonna smell it.
Because there's 4 of us and there's 4
I mean,
cards.
it's gorgeous paper. My best friend, she works at a stationery tea shop, candy shop, candle shop. This is very nice. This is very high quality.
I think we should turn this into a game.
Hold on. Is,
Let's play a game.
Can we stop the carriage? Do we have any control over the movement of this thing at all?
Yes. You can.
Is it even going?
It is
Okay.
moving now. It's.
Okay.
Someone needs to be driving. By the way, Kel got out. Assuming one of you be driving after he left.
Okay, Eloise takes over driving.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Because
Okay.
Ferris is basically about to step out of this moving vehicle.
Ma'am, sit down.
Ferris is very used to things just kind of working for her. It's
Right.
weird. She's like, oh, hold on, I just need to check something. And she literally goes to like step out of a moving vehicle.
You just see someone in the back just like grabbing her.
You just like dad arms.
Sorry. Oh, okay. If you could stop this for me for just a second, I need to go check one of these lampposts over here.
Well,
Lamp post.
let us check it when we get to where I assume that Eloise might find a hidden spot or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can find an alleyway. There's
Yeah.
tons of alleyways.
Yeah.
Quick market.
Yeah. I'll
She's gonna
bet.
find like an alleyway where they can like tuck, I guess, the carriage
Fantastic.
near, I guess, where the fence is.
Are these lampposts actually have like lit candles on them?
Yes.
Okay. So she's gonna go over it. She's gonna kind of hold the card near it,
Mhm.
and like just enough to try to get it warm
Yeah.
and see if that works.
Yeah. So the ink on the card appears when you hold it up to the firelight there and the heat, and it has this beautiful calligraphy on the front in gold lettering that says luster. Just
Isn't
one
that
word.
beautiful?
And on the back it has an address.
Is it the one that he told us to meet him at, or a different one?
Different one. He told you that Zaspataz is on the corner of King and Rugula. he told you to meet you at he had to meet him at this address on the
Oh, okay.
on the card.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Ferris is gonna. I found it. I found it.
Fantastic. Good job.
So what is luster?
Oh, I have no idea.
It says nothing else on the card. It just has it's one word like marketing thing. Like like they assume you know.
Is luster like the back of the card or the front of the card?
The front of the card says luster, big letters.
And the back
Is
of the
it
card
like-
is an address. That's the address that he told us to meet them at.
You him it later.
meet
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's
Yeah.
Zan's about? What Zan's what?
Zazmataz.
Oh, Zazamataz. What is that?
Zazmataz.
Yeah.
So his fence Zaz is at Zazmataz, which is on the corner of King and Arugula.
So that's where we would
Oh.
go to sell the paintings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that
And then
we
you'll
could,
meet him somewhere
like-
else, which is at
Yeah.
Luster later.
And Zaz, we've met Zaz, or we've heard about
No.
Zaz, right?
You've heard of Zaz, you've not met Zaz.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
as players, you have heard of Zaz. As
Yeah,
characters,
that's what I
you
mean.
have not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. He was the barkeep in the Kel introduction. Yes.
Okay.
So we are now entering a period of downtime, like we did either in the future or previously, however we're going to see it in terms of time. Time is a weird soup. Where you're now free to do whatever you wish until you head over to Luster, basically. Including go to the fence, Zaz and whatnot, right? Many you can do anything you want basically, but some option for downtime, just for ideas basically. It's just general bonding, just talking about shit. Some trauma bonding, sightseeing, information gathering, planning, shopping, skill learning, job hunting, all sort of stuff basically. Sky's the limit here, so you kind of do whatever it is you feel like.
So, purple skin girl, you did a pretty darn good job out there, but I don't know your name.
Oh, it's Eloise.
Oh, Eloise, I'm Bungie. Glad to meet you.
That's very fitting.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, I just know
Now-
this is good. We're gonna be the best of friends. I love this so much. This is my
And,
sister we just met.
You two are sisters. That's pretty great. What now? Your name is Locke. What's your story? What were you here for?
I had a deal that went bad. I was supposed to work with that woman.
Bad is an
And
understatement.
yeah. Well, I mean, I've had things go worse. But it was it was not the best, but not the worst. It happens.
I always say that having a positive outlook on things like this is just the key. Nothing ever really goes wrong if you can find a way to look at it.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. That's how I look at my life. Just
So are
gonna
you
smile
gonna-
at you all.
Oh, and I picture his tooth goes ding, and there's and it
Yeah.
lights up.
Let me see if I can just. And Ferris is just going to try to like tap it back in place kind of gently. Maybe we should find somewhere quiet we could just kind of sit and maybe have a nice cold glass of lemonade or something, and just let everyone kind of rest and recuperate a little bit. That I know, Bungie, you took a bit of a tumble there. That looked really bad. And
Yeah, I'm not. It's not. I need a little power up, I think.
yeah, and Locke, I'm not really sure what was happening up there, but that lady seemed very angry at you and you fell out of that window at least twice. I feel like maybe you need to have a sit down as well.
I mean, she also took a bit of my soul, but I got
Did
it
you get
back.
that back? Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
If you
It's
didn't get it back,
all
would it grow back?
good. I don't
the liver?
think that's the way it works so
Oh.
much, but maybe. I'm not a doctor.
A
You know what?
soul
I have
doctor?
I just have the
A
most
soul
brilliant idea.
doctor.
I just have the most brilliant idea. Come on. And,
Does
and
it
Ferris
involve a
is gonna-
party?
Ferris is going to kind of
Well, have we gone to the fence yet? Because it might.
No.
We should get rid of this stuff right now. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
get
That's true.
first thing we got to do is get rid of it, and then we can
Oh.
just split it.
You mean we're not gonna keep the paintings? They're so beautiful.
Unfortunately, I don't think that was the point.
What's your name? Ghost Man?
Oh, sorry.
Ghost / Gardner?
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. I forgot about him.
You're hanging with us too, right?
Manners.
Yeah, Seamus here. I don't really know what I'm going to do honestly right now in my life. I have this ghost friend that wants me to eat everything in sight. No, not doing that. No. All right.
Oh.
I
Oh.
think it'll probably go away soon. I'm hoping. Yeah, maybe just some tea.
Yes, yes. You read my mind. We are going to go and have a nice cup of tea. Have any of y'all ever been to like a knitting circle?
What?
So it's
What's
this wonderful
What's
thing
that?
we do. It's this wonderful thing we do it like 3 times a week where I'm from. We're all going.
Eloise is currently packing everything up indiscreetly to like
Yep.
walk over to the fence.
Basically, we're going to go find somewhere. We're going to have like a nice pot of tea, some little cookies maybe, and everyone's going to work on their projects because And she holds up her knitting bag.
Which we don't have yet.
Right.
No,
Project.
Yet.
we were literally like I literally took them shopping for knitting supplies in 1.5.
Yeah.
Oh,
we went to a voodoo place with
Oh,
bone
yeah. What'd you
needles
guys
and
do?
Did you
News and
actually watch
stuff.
the video or
Oh,
anything?
you should watch the video.
Thea?
No, I've been
Yeah,
so
I
sick,
understand.
and then
Yeah.
I finally got my apartment's application completely done yesterday.
Oh, right, because you're
so,
moving and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
kidney stuff hasn't fully gone away yet.
Oh, really? That's annoying.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's my first time having them, so I'm not like familiar with like the process, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was gonna go after I get everything settled into the new place.
For sure.
Okay.
But yeah, they basically they went racing and they helped a teenager find a new life path, and they went to a knitting store. Basically, is the very short of things.
Console.
Right.
That'll happen in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's in the
cool.
future. That's in the future, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say Eloise will want to go get all the stuff taken care of. She can split the stuff with
Yeah.
the money with everyone, and then she would probably obviously she's not going to leave Ferris aside, but she would want to get some books about like shards and like I don't know, like just general information that maybe she didn't have on her own shard.
About this shard, or about what about specifically here? Or about like, yeah, give me
I
a
guess
topic.
it's a little hard, yeah, to know like okay, well, because I also don't know what books you would say are here, so like she would want to know more about this shard and especially the soul stuff, especially with like, if they have information about that. But then, I guess maybe just like general like, if they have different information about like travel and other shards and stuff like that.
Okay.
Maps, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Travel. Okay, I'm taking notes for like just topics you want to cover. Also, you can go looking for books. You could also talk to people about this stuff too, right?
She doesn't want to do that.
Right. Not
Right,
her
she
style.
wouldn't.
Makes sense. Okay. Very good. Okay.
She'll leave that to Ferris. She'll eventually get the information, hopefully.
Oh yeah, Ferris is going to be talking to everybody.
So, do you want to offload everything first and then go into?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes more
I
sense.
might keep the ring, but offload everything else.
Okay.
That's fine.
For sure. So you head over to Zazmataz, and so you walk inside. It's a pretty small bar overall. It's not like it's also not fancy at all. It's definitely very much a local dive bar that's just locals pretty much. And there's no tourists and there's definitely no cops.
Perfect.
And there's a guy behind the bar that's serving drinks to people. It's not a busy night, but it's not empty. Like there's
Ferris walks in, still explaining to everybody what a knitting circle is and how she's going to teach them all to knit socks.
Wait, but why do you make socks? What's the point of those?
It's very portable and it keeps your feet warm.
But like, you could be making like suits and dresses, right?
You could, but those would be like big and bulky, and it's hard to carry around with you. See, the whole point of like your little project bag, and she always is like it's nice and small, and you can carry it around with you. And socks are like little and fit inside.
It's so funny that you're like, my project bag is small, because mine is not.
Still
This
portable.
is why I learned to knit socks, by the way, because like scarves were fine, but then I knit a blanket, and I quickly realized you can't move around while you're knitting a blanket, but while you're knitting socks, you can sit anywhere.
You can if it's a baby blanket, which is the only kind of blanket that I do. And after that, I only do things that are interesting, like stuffed animals or amigurumi type things, or random shapes and objects that are hilarious.
If I crocheted, I'd probably do more blankets.
Yes, because I crochet. That's what I do. No, I think blankets and scarves are boring.
With knitting, it's a chore. So,
Well, yeah.
you know, so that's why you do socks. Like, I could probably knit you a suit, but I'd have to like be in the same place for a while, and that's no fun, you know, because you want to get up and you have to go see the neighbors and oh, hi there. And she immediately spots the bartender and is like walking over, just all bright and shiny and happy to meet new people.
And he just gives you a look. It's just like, what are you
even
doing here?
know what alcohol is?
I think you're in the wrong place.
Does her shard have alcohol?
She's my friend. It's fine.
Oh, okay. So question:
She is in the wrong
Eric,
place.
do you know Zaz? You've been here for a little while doing
Probably.
cons and stuff like
I
that.
can roll if you want, but if this is like the main sort of
loudly announce about Kel sending her here as well.
criminal bar,
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Yeah, we can. It's fine.
Keep herself alive.
Oh dear. Yeah, I would say that Zaz probably knows, or you probably know Zaz Locke. I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
'Cause you've been here for longer than everybody else, and you've been doing some jobs, so that tracks. Okay. So
and I probably would have heard of Kel too, just that he's like #1 on the like criminal list.
Yeah, you said he had like a big wanted poster in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I probably like seen him like his face
Well, because
before.
he
or
didn't
whatever.
have. I don't. Since like Locke didn't get the introduction to Cal the way that the rest of us did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it would help if he like at least knew of him or something.
Yes, that's true. So
yeah, if Ferris tries to yell that she knows Kel, I'm gonna try to cover her mouth to stop her, realizing that there's wanted signs and maybe it's not the best idea to just say that you know like the most dangerous person here.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
she's like holding up the business card and like literally about to explain her entire day of like, well, we just went and robbed this mansion in Kel.
Locke's gonna be like, shh, don't share that with everyone.
Maybe
you
should write that first.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe write it down and then
then
maybe tell them
Bungie
about
could be
knitting.
like, "Oh, he's also writing a book. Like you guys can write down stuff together."
That's a fantastic.
While the other two people who are like not trying to get us arrested can go get this stuff sold really quick.
and maybe you all should take your book club outside. I don't.
Knitting circle. Ooh, a book club.
We can't.
Definitely
No,
that goes
no, we-
outside. That's for sure. 100% around here. Yeah, no. I got
If you
boobs and I
send
got
them
jobs.
outside, this will definitely not remain a secret for much longer. So let's just get this sold real quick and we'll leave.
Okay, well, I mean, you gotta have to kill her, so I don't. All right, so Locke, good to see you again. I hope that this job went better than the last one you went to. I know that one had pretty
A
low.
little bit.
Oh, that's good.
A little bit better.
It's good to hear. I know that the last payout was pretty small, unfortunately, less than you're hoping for. So.
Yeah, a lot less. Yeah.
But well, you got something new for me? Some business possibly?
Yeah, here you go. Just gonna start like pulling just
Shit ton of art for you. You got the
and
back
jewelry, I
room.
think.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Oh, I'm pull around back. I'll have the boys unload and do their thing. And then I will give you a nice payout after I get the assessment done. So go ahead and sit down for a few minutes here. Have a drink. Drinks around the house for other business customers, as you yourself. And I'll get to that just a minute. And he goes.
All right, thanks.
And begins to get things set up to like take out a bunch of stuff, basically on the back.
Ferris has Bungie at a table and is trying to figure out how to run a book club knitting circle at the same time.
I
And
would think that it would be easy. You just have one person who's not knitting who's reading the book aloud to everyone while they knit.
That would work.
I knew you were my sister. See, we are on the same wavelength.
Like anything to keep her in one place.
Brilliant.
Out of trouble.
So Bungie, we've got a bunch of drinks, and Bungie takes whatever the drink is, pours it kind of into his mouth, and the next thing you see is a bunch of steam coming out.
of course.
Does that do anything for you?
I get energy from it,
Huh.
but not a lot.
What is your
Usually, so I want to go up to Zaz and say, "Do you have like an electrical outlet around?"
Suppose you need to charge something.
Yeah, like me.
Oh, all right, yeah. We got one for the. Well, all right. I don't know if this is demeaning or not. I got one for the Karami on the side. If you need that help.
Let me go look.
Yeah.
That looks like the right amount. That's good. That's the right settings.
Well,
I like the
have
idea
at
that
it.
he says that every time, and sometimes he just gets zapped really fast. You know, like voltage between countries is different. But
Yeah.
he just assumes
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
good.
He's gonna
Yeah.
do
That's good,
the Jim Carrey with the Sonic the Hedgehog like quill thing where he like.
Karami is definitely something she would want to like look more into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ferris
Bungie
is-
actually has an ability once he gets his powers that electrical energy will give him health.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's
Well, it's a
cool.
good thing we have a weather person. Maybe she can summon lightning.
Ooh.
So Ferris planet does have alcohol. It just comes in like 3 very specific forms.
Eggnog
there-
is one of them.
eggnog,
Some sort of-
apple cider,
Mhm.
and sparkling wine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Distract.
That makes sense.
No,
They have none of that here.
yeah, but she is used to alcohol. Probably for 2 out of 3 of those occasions, it's like rum, brandy, sparkling wine. So she is
Can-
probably fairly used to the hard stuff.
Can I attempt to mix her a drink?
I mean, there's a bartender that you'll probably insult by doing that. Is his bar.
Yeah, maybe
so-
don't do that.
Well, he's not here. He's around back, I thought.
Well, he's working right now, so yeah. I mean, I guess the bar is currently unattended, so yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I mean,
He did say the drinks are on the house, so I mean, you're not having to
yeah.
pay for anything. Yeah, I guess it's fine.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I don't
Um,
know how people drink eggnog.
It's delicious.
Do you want me
It's
to,
the
like-
thing where like the idea of what it is so gross to me.
Mm.
So, what drink are you making and for whom, Locke?
Probably one for Ferris because I don't know what the other people would drink, but I assume I'd try to make some sort of like a holiday type drink that maybe I've heard of, like a candy cane. I don't know, rum.
I would go more vague, like
soda.
just a warm liquor with maybe cinnamon and another heat spice.
Well, yeah, I was saying cinnamon in there too. Probably like that. What's that one that people love?
Goldschlager.
Fireball or
No,
something.
Goldschlager's better.
I mean,
Uh,
Fireball's not bad.
All right.
Like basically a hot candy
I
cane.
need you to
toddy or
name the
candy
drink
cane
for
hot
me.
toddy.
So name the drink for me, Locke.
Hot toddy.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing I could think of.
Well, you said something with candy cane in it, so I thought that was an
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You
an
think they have
original
candy
name.
canes on Zaws?
No, but he could name it
Mm.
that anyway.
Yeah.
He'd have to know what a candy cane is.
Spicy candy cane surprise.
Spicy candy
Yeah, that's good.
surprise? Okay.
I seem to be seeing like there's like pamphlets or like drawings of this like holiday place, Sugar 9.
Yeah, that's true.
Sugar Pine 9 might be the only shard most other people have heard of because it is like a vacation destination.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just
Mhm.
thinking of going there, so he would have done like some research or tried to get like pamphlets or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
that's
So
so
he's probably
funny
seen some stuff.
that the Island of Good Feelings has alcohol, because I'm gonna say that Eloise's shard does not, because alcohol can cause negative feelings, so they're not allowed to
Mhm.
drink it on her shard.
Yeah, that checks out honestly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
actually
she's just a strict non-alcoholic drinker.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are you getting a non-alcoholic drink then?
Tea, I
Tea.
guess.
Yeah, Seamus is getting tea. But well, he's getting Irish coffee, which is
Something warm and soothing that's non-alcoholic. So yeah, just a hot
tea. Okay.
some hot leaf drink of some kind.
It is a very
Hot leaf, hot
heavy.
bean.
It's a very heavy tea and coffee shard. So they have a lot of like their booze mixed with both tea or coffee in some way. And also their teas are very unique and pronounced. So they have a kick like alcohol a lot of times too. And then they add booze into it, so it's like double hit. But yeah, you can get just the tea without the booze, basically. Cool. So you guys are kind of sitting around a bit, and some of the other patrons are kind of taking notice at how odd you all seem.
There are other people there?
There are a lot of people here. There's probably a good like 25 people here.
Oh, it's a full bar.
It's not full, but it's busy.
Full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite populated tonight. Yeah. So there's definitely quite other people, and some of the other patrons have been like kind of side-eyeing you guys, and you see like one of them like whispering to like one of their friends, and they kind of like have like a knife out under the table. Like they're watching you to see if like you're, I don't know, you can't tell from what they're saying, but they look like they're sketched out by you guys. It's just funny because they look very sketchy.
Ferris is gonna like kind of turn and smile and wave and go, "Hi, my name's Ferris. How are you?"
Bill, hi.
Oh, it is so wonderful to meet you, Bill. Come here and tell me all about yourself.
Are you? This is the trap, isn't it?
No.
No. The EV. If you're an EV, you gotta tell me you're an EV. That's how that works. It's the law.
I don't know what that is.
The cops.
Oh, I still don't really know what that is. They seemed really unhappy with me earlier. I'm still not sure why either.
Well, if they don't like you, then I guess I don't know. You seem weirdly trustworthy, and I don't like that I feel that way about you. Because even my own mother, I don't trust.
Oh, that's such a shame. You know what? My mother is wonderful. Let me tell you all about her. And Ferris is going to grab this man's hand.
Oh no.
What to her probably doesn't feel like a death grip, but he probably cannot escape right at the moment. And she is going to start telling him stories from her childhood.
Okay.
I just imagine she has these like long, spindly, like bug-looking fingers.
Relatively humanoid. It's very vague in how, but like the most insect-like things about her is like she's 6 feet tall, but she feels much taller because of how thin she is and how finely boned she is, and the big gold glowing eyes that she has that are like slightly too large for her face kind of idea. But she does have like a proper mouth kind of thing, and she does have actual hands with fingers.
I was just imagining that they were like that, you know, like Tim Burton-esque, where they're like long
Oh yeah.
Yes,
and thin.
Everything is like slightly too thin. There are like carrot-pasty like spines along her arms, but yeah, she basically has his hand, and it's just like, you know, when my first day of school, my mama had to walk me there. We bawled our eyes out. It is so hard sometimes. And she is just going to keep going like that
So,
unless a
Bungie-
force of nature stops her.
Bungie walks up to this guy that she's talking to, or this person she's talking to, and kind of whispers in his ear and says, "You should ask her about her holidays." And then he walks away.
We have just had the most
He's like,
beautiful winter wonder
holidays.
festival.
What's a holiday?
Oh my lord! Oh my god! This is gonna be so fabulous. Hold on.
Okay, can we like take the whole scene fade now
Yes.
to the end? Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be great? Then it's the way the credits roll.
Yeah.
And at the end of the conversation, he's like openly weeping. Have you seen like telling stories about his like childhood and how like and that's
just
when my
wanted her
mama
to be
sold me for a
proud of
can of
me.
beans if he needed to eat the rest of the family. And it's been hard.
Absolutely.
It's been so hard.
Absolutely.
And
She's got like
your
3 scarves
shard sounds
wrapped
so
around him
nice.
at this point.
Your shard
Yep.
sounds so beautiful. Why can't we have it like that here?
Oh, everywhere should be, darling. It's just about how other people and being kind and being good, and you get what you give kind of idea. And she is wrapping scarves around this man as she's talking. Like,
And you're like, I feel
I
kind of bad that I came over here to shank you, honestly.
oh no, don't feel bad, darling. Don't feel bad.
And he's like,
it's
she's
all-
okay.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
And
Ferris is just
Vaz
gonna go
walks in
ahead
and is just
and
like, what the hell's happening here? Where'd all these scarves come from? Bill, this is Kill Bill guy. What? Okay, all right. I don't know what's going on. All right.
Ferris is also slowly might be becoming convinced that Bill is her soulmate.
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
And so Zaz pays you guys out for what you guys are worth for the all the art, and he leaves it on the table for you guys. And so we're not going to be using gold or dollars, whatever, in this game, right? So what we're going to do is since you got all 6 of them, you're going to have 6 treasures. Okay, and what that means is that for normal purchasing items, I won't ever have you guys spend money, right? You can just buy normal stuff here and there, as much as you want, right? But if you ever want to do something that requires a large purchase, you're going to be using X number of treasures to do so, basically. Okay, that could be, maybe a significant bribe to somebody, or it could be purchasing a vehicle, or it could be, something that's more major, basically. So,
A ship,
a ship, yes,
unless we steal it.
yes. I'll hear right now that you will not be able to afford a ship.
Yeah.
That works. And so go ahead and write down in your notes somewhere that you all have 6 treasure. So you can use that at your termination, and whoever wishes to can use those treasures, even if you're off on your own, as an individual. It's up to discretion of the group to if whether or not you'll be allowed to do so. But you don't need like, oh well, so and so has the money. No, don't worry about it. You'll just have a shared bank account, basically.
So we have a joint account.
Yeah, basically.
Great.
Yeah.
It's the company credit card or something.
Yeah,
The company.
exactly.
You should
Actually,
definitely trust Ferris with that.
On the
That's really
blockchain,
what those
right.
are. They're just credit cards.
Tooth pain is so
business
paranoid.
cards.
What?
What? Yeah.
Tooth pain always makes me so paranoid.
Tooth pain. Ooh. Okay, so.
Oh, I had a crown put in, and so like my
right.
Oh,
the
geez.
bro is like sensitive. And so I guess the Tylenol wore off. It's one of those things where my brain is like, your tooth hurts, you're dying, and that tooth is dead.
All right, so that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight. You now have your walking around money, and you can begin to plan for next time what you want to do. So that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight. To come back for session 3 next.